come in to meet evil spirits and get possessed, we finally made it to the Eastern Watchful, specifically the Tomb of Glinnerban, where we met with. I never actually got his name. I just got Lord J. I don't think he has a rap career, so that isn't particularly helpful.
It was Lord Jeremiah.
Right, that'd be useful.
Nah, I like Lord J more.
That might,
He
might,
did actually write his name.
there is a chance that could be an executable offense.
Minor details.
But Lord Jeremiah was essentially the figurehead of what is going on here after the last person in charge of here went missing on a scouting mission. I believe it was General Garland? Yes, he went missing. So we report to Lord Jeremiah where we met him and essentially assessed the situations going outside the walls, which largely consisted of a lot of people going outside the walls went missing, including a scouting party. There's also been lack of communications from one of the towns outside the walls. Essentially, we went, oh, cool, we're just going to do our own thing, and went outside.
We asked if he had important stuff for us to do, and he said no.
Yes, he was very much within a defensive mindset of, let's have these people stationed near the walls, they'll go out and rally with stuffs like the silver mines and whatnot should issues pop up. But we went, fuck that. So we went outside the walls. The next again day was essentially us running out there, coming across, the supply camp, where we didn't really learn much else other than a bit of news about two people who went out, two adventurers, in fact, who went up to, it was north to a tower where apparently bad feelings were felt. As we soon found out from our little resident medium. And long story short, we ended up going up there, making a meeting with a bear. Karis got something happened to her in the night, who knows what. But we eventually got to the watchtower, found the two of them basically spurning a group of undead and goblin mages, and with our help, we basically chased them away. And that's where we are mostly now.
Something happened to Karis in the night?
His name was Wuzzy.
Wuzzy. Yeah, Karis had, I don't know, something happened. And she felt fatter.
Yeah.
I generally don't remember.
You're currently being afflicted by Cadme's shepherd trait, where you're going to suddenly get very well fed and gain 3 life.
Something happened to Karis. Essentially, she got like a little bit of armor check penalty. And presumably we're going to find, who knows, maybe the dark spirit that currently resides in the towers to blame.
Oh yeah, I added an extra armor check onto my armor to deal with that. God, I generally do not remember anything about that. Well, it was literally a case of she just got heavier, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know what happened precisely.
But she felt heavier.
And you didn't feel it heavier.
We also found a lot of dead scouting party, so that's always great. But currently, no sight of General whatever the fuck his face was. Garland. Yeah, that's right.
Well, we know we're going in the right direction because we keep finding dog tags, so...
Keep finding dog tags, and Adeline thinks she had, I think it was Adeline, at least had some very vague semblance of tracks.
Yeah, but we didn't follow.
Yeah, they were quite literally like
we heard
days old after heavy snows.
Yeah, but we knew the vague direction. We kind of got distracted after we heard massive lightning bolt thing came to help. What was their faces?
No, we came here to the tower because we heard there were people, like, there were these two here to look, like, see if they heard anything about the general as well.
But we like vaguely when we started playing, we weren't like, oh yeah, we will go to that tower. It's more, oh, we saw lightning bolt and met Sven and Alea, who respectively is some kind of boy with a thunder sword and a shaman of some sort. TM. Yep, there they are. One's very anime. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, we were also warned that there is trolls in the forest which are basically immune to fire, and I think resistant to acid, if I remember rightly.
Which is only slightly terrifying.
Yeah.
But now the group, we continue. After after quite the break. The group had defended off the goblin forces, the undead, and had a chance to heal. Take a short moment to rest, as it were, inside the large tower that, for the most part, was in decent condition, though apparently deeply haunted. And from what you could tell, it almost seemed like that the necromancers of the goblins were drawing strength from this tower's affliction.
Yes, so we needed to purify it to weaken them.
Well, no.
Or
We
something.
the ghost and spirits and...
Well, yes, we need to do that, but weakening them is a pleasant side benefit.
Well, yes. I suppose.
Given you're here, and assuming you're planning to poke around, Sven and Ilya would rather take a long rest right now because they've not taken a long rest in a while.
Oh yeah, go for it. We'll deal with issues.
They'll guard the downstairs and just sleep for a while. Get their 8 hours finally. But that leaves all of you to take a peek around the tower if you so desire.
Cool.
A rather tall structure as it is. Let's see. That's weird. I heard the birds chirping like it's the first thing in the morning.
Yes, we got caught in some kind of time paradox, and it's now like 6 in the morning.
Oh no.
No time paradoxes.
So instead, the movie Birds.
I don't know, hopefully time's not compressing.
We also found a weird glowy ring and some written stuff in goblin language, or presumable goblin language, which I don't believe we've checked out yet. I don't know if we want to buffer before we go in.
You did not check it out yet.
Well, if you want, I can take a look at it.
I don't know if it's... I suppose it might be a good idea, considering what if the goblins were using this in some regards towards the spirit, or what, you know.
Any
It might be
information
important.
would be better or ideal. So she can't. I mean, holds out her hand for the ring.
Stiff will give it to her. Don't eat it.
I won't eat it. When have I ever eaten anything?
Don't get possessed.
Well, okay, that was once.
Don't get possessed by a ghost who makes you eat it.
Alright. And I'm going to use my perception to spellcraft this for identifying feelings and stuff like that.
Okay.
38.
The ring is imbued with a strong transmutation effect to your mind. The feeling of change. It's neither evil nor good. It just is. Some kind of strange transformation-like effect on it.
Just transformation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's not producing force or... Okay. Alright.
Well, now that we've let the cursed litmus test go at it, shall we? Shiva, can you still do the spell one pretty often, or is that not a thing anymore?
Identify?
Yeah, that.
Yes. I can do that.
Maybe, yeah. I don't
We
know
toss
if
it
we
over
have...
to Shiva.
Yay, hot
You
potato.
could also just put it on. It doesn't feel hostile. It's pretty.
I mean, I'd rather check again.
That's fair.
Better safe than sorry.
When does Cadby Groove a caution?
It's true. I
Maybe
also have
when it's-
guidance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Retrospect probably should have done that with Cadme too, but oh well.
Let's do all of this. Okay. I rolled really bad by ignoring that part.
Still 38.
Oh wait, there's that book. Oh well. Wait, what is that book for again?
I believe it was Spellcraft and UMD.
Yeah, I could make it a 40 then. Oh well. Too late.
You study the ring in greater detail using your magic to hone in on it. You believe this ring will transform whoever wears it into a goblin.
Did we accidentally kill like a human
it-
who was a
Is
goblin?
it instantly?
Yes. It will polymorph you into a goblin.
You can just take it off now. You'll go back, right? Presumably.
Presumably.
Okay.
You can take it off.
Does it also teach you Goblin or something useful?
Well, let us take a look at the full stats here for you, so I can get it all up. Upon equipping this item, you transform into a goblin, gaining a +2 bonus to your dexterity, but a -2 penalty to your strength and charisma. You become small-sized, but retain a speed of 30 feet. You gain dark vision up to 60 feet, unless you already had it. You gain the ability to speak goblin. There may also be other effects, though Shiva is not fully aware of what they are.
Can't wear rings if you don't have fingers, right?
You need fingers to wear rings.
I'm sorry, Coral, you don't get a humanoid form yet.
Could be a toe ring. You got toes.
Well, Coral also doesn't have toes, so that kind of goes out the window.
I have a question. If you put on the helmet that transforms you into another race, and then you put this on, can you stack them?
No, they're both polymorph effects.
You don't know what it will do?
Let's try and not break her two very presumably valuable items.
I had to ask.
I think this is something to work about sometime later. I don't know. I think
Oh.
we have a lot on our plate at the moment.
Fair.
Yeah, let's work on this now.
And it is possible that there is a spirit within the ring that I couldn't see. And, well, you know. Still, I think we should investigate the tower a little bit.
If you look at the very bottom left of this map,
Ooh.
Oh, that's bottom right. Where's bottom left gone? There we go.
It's at the bottom left. The bottom left is at the bottom left, just so you know.
Hey, it's not my fault. I just pulled a JMac.
you can see the general, vertical plan of the tower.
Hmm?
The overly large ground floor area, followed by basically sleeping/quarters for the guards here. A battlement's area, well designed to be able to shoot down arrows and artillery from high up. And then a top floor, which apparently has some kind of beacon light that's just not operational.
We should go light it.
Elia, did you banish the spirit for a temporary amount of time, or is it still roaming the tower?
The spirit is still roaming the tower. I've not had a chance to hunt it down with the constant rain.
Okay.
So if we're going up, now is a very good time to prepare.
Well, it's likely to be intelligent, and this is going to be its domain, so it will take as long as it needs to. So if we, start casting magic on ourselves, it won't engage. It's probably smarter than we lend credence. If it has a following or a cult within the area, it's very likely intelligent. Banishing spirits like this is a very complicated task.
So, what's the first step?
We need to learn about it. And that means we need to go into its domain.
Then let's go. Starts edging towards the staircase.
Just hold on a second. Jeez. Eager beaver.
I mean, I took a little bit of damage from the previous fight. It's a bit scalding when you're in a lot of stone and a bunch of fire goes around you. Sort of turns into an oven in here. It's still kind of hot.
I think that's because you slightly are an oven.
All I'm saying is I'm a bit wilty. She looks at Reese.
I don't know. First you were complaining it's too cold out. Now you're complaining it's too warm.
I mean, you're basically at full health on my screen. So what are you?
I'm at 48 health out of 51.
3 hit points.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
That's not.
See,
we already did healing before at the end of last session. So
see, and you said you know maths.
I stubbed my toe.
That's why I described it as a bit wilty. It's what she is.
I need healing.
Get that.
I need healing.
Why no heal? Stop standing in the fire.
Does anyone else have any spells to cast before we go up? Or am I the only one buffing?
I think you're the only one buffing.
I don't. What's a buff?
You are
I mean,
all.
there is no reason
someone.
why the spirit can't just hide and not engage us while magic is around.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't expect anything up there apart from the spirit. If there was other goblins and stuff up there, they would have come down during the fighting, wouldn't they?
More than likely. Be like a flank, I imagine.
Perhaps. Still, we should go up.
Give me a quick minute. Kelis is actually going to change into her other armor because she doesn't want to risk getting possessed. It should help resist possessions. I know you don't like it, it'll only be temporary.
It's hard to look at you.
I know, it's just temporary. And I never get to, out of character, I never get to use this enough, so I'm using it.
I mean...
Yay, wearing radiation.
It'll just be until we deal with the spirit. I don't want to get possessed.
I want to possess me and have them fight to the death in my head.
Giant ghosty fight.
Can confirm 2 spirits fighting in your head is not as fun as it sounds.
Last one for Shiva. For me.
Shall we head up, Finn?
Head upstairs then to the sleeping quarters, the residential floor of the tower, as it were. Note, Hestia can come upstairs, in theory, but it's going to be very uncomfortable for Hestia. The tower is not wide in its layout.
She'll be fine.
Okay. The group heads upstairs. It's dark, very dark. no light managed to seep its way in through any part of the tower, it seems. As you just enter into this almost sea of inky blackness. That you can kind of see, almost like kind of like faint twilight in front of you, but it's difficult.
Cadme focuses and a few orbs of light float out from her armor and like little sprites and fey lights.
They do
And
nothing.
just oh, okay.
This area is under permanent dim light as per a darkness spell.
Okay.
You must have a light spell of at least third level to override.
Well, that's not good.
So, does low light vision work here, or do I
mean-
just use dark vision?
I mean, no light vision kind of helps, but not a lot. Dark vision certainly helps.
Yeah. Useful.
Alright, I shape change for dark vision.
I just go around stumbling into things.
I mean, you can still kind of see, but it's difficult. It's like kind of going outside really late at night. You can kind of see, but you know, it's not perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
it's very dark, and yeah, this is definitely its domain. I can feel it. Okay, let's start looking around.
The second floor has a number of things on it for you. There are various bed chambers. There's the kitchen. There is the lounge. There is the armory. Let's see. There is the bathroom. And there is a storeroom. What does the group want to investigate first?
Let's split up and look for clues.
Yeah, team.
Everyone knows that when haunted
Ruh-roh.
shit going is down, you always find the first clue in the bathroom.
Right, I as much as I like the idea of splitting up, I think you should all stay near me.
I feel like now that you've said that, we're very specifically going to get split up by this phantom.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
yes, but
Okay,
You-
everyone,
attempt.
link arms. No? Okay.
it
She would try
won't
to figure
help.
out how to link her arm with Hestia.
You plesiosaur looking.
Just worked like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Put an arm around her neck. It's fine.
Okay.
I suppose just scream very loud if something like touches you and we can't see you or something. I don't know.
It's worth a shot.
Kelly screams very loud when someone links arms with her.
Let's just go to
Let's
the
start with the
bathroom.
bathroom. Yeah, okay.
Also, by the way, your tokens can now all be seen kind of middle-ish of the map.
Huzzah!
Yay.
Where's my boy? Over here. Yes.
A boy.
It's my boy. Oh yeah, I will let anyone know if he doesn't want to come up here, he doesn't have to. He can very much stay downstairs with Ilya and Sven.
Isn't this like vital witch training?
No, this is very much not vital witch training.
This is more medium seer training. This is not.
Who's opening the door to the bathroom and who's directly behind them?
I
Pick
would
two
like to
characters.
open the door because I'm
I-
Jake McGee.
I normally would be
I-
behind Cadme, but I don't know if she'd want me behind her right now.
No, you stay back.
I would probably be behind Cadme because I'm also tank.
And you have dark vision, so yeah.
I like to push open the door and ready in action to mobile bulwark me and Amash.
You open the door. The others can't really see past you into the room between like the massive amounts of stone and the full and like the tower shield and you know. There's only you and Amaya seeing in as you open the door. And the immediate sight you get is this kind of flickering image in front of you where you suddenly just see this entire room coated in blood. You see this man. He looks feral, his eyes sunken in, his teeth almost elongated, standing there, a knife in hand, and his friend's chest cut open, the entrails running out. And the image suddenly flickers away. Both of you make a will save.
Toilet ghost.
God, we got proper horror shit going on here.
Is this a fear effect?
Yes!
28 and
Add 4 to that.
27. Oh, 28 and 31. I think they're both good.
Also, Rose.
No,
it's big. It's bigger than that. I rolled like 30
Yeah.
because of the Lionheart breastplate.
Also, Rose.
Yes.
Now, one night we're totally going to have to end up playing this group playing Betrayal House on the Hill.
Yes, please.
It's a very good game.
Oh, it's
I love that
plus
game.
It is.
4 resistance. So yeah, that's 32.
Yeah. I think they're both good. 31 and 32.
The images do not disturb you. At least, not too much.
It's trickery. It's trickery. It's his domain. Okay.
As you look inside, the room just appears to be pretty much a completely, perfectly normal, more kind of large bathroom. I mean, it's clearly got like a large communal area where multiple soldiers could be bathing. But yeah, seems pretty normal. There's even kind of plumbing that would just kind of make all the water from the bathing when it's done basically literally just be funneled out into the canyon.
Could you point out where like the body and stuff was in the vision?
The center of the room.
Presuming you tell us about it. And I'd like to check the area for like old blood stains to see if that was just completely fake or whether it was a vision of something that happened.
How are you checking for old bloodstains?
I have no idea, considering I can barely see.
The only thing I could think of would possibly be scent, but
I mean,
that would be...
scent's an option, but it's very old. It'd be a stupidly high DC. You could also go for perception just to see if the area was stained, because presumably it's a wooden floor that would stain with blood.
Here, I have great perception. I will look for bloodstain.
What's your modifier?
In fairness, it's difficult. It's going to be difficult for everyone regardless because you have no color perception in here.
Yeah.
I have plus 15.
I'll aid you on it then. Can't fail to aid.
Yeah, it's just a great thing that with dark vision you don't have any sense of color.
Yeah, I have color and she can see in the dark. By our powers combined. Is that including the aid?
Yep.
So 27, including the inheritor's vestment?
There is a faint discoloration to the wood on the floor here. And is that scratch marks in it as well? Like fingernails?
So it's entirely possible that it wasn't just a scary scene it was using to scare people away. It could be what actually happened here.
Academy has an idea. Now that you mentioned scratch marks, she's going to turn around at the door she just opened and look on the opposite side.
Yeah, is the door all scratched up, I guess?
The inside of the door is not scratched up. However, looking at the inside of the door, there is something written there, though you're not sure in what. You can't tell with your black and white vision exactly what's been written here.
Was
So I
it
was
ghost
what
in
wrote
it?
it, but whatever's been written here, there's kind of a message stained into it.
Dead by dawn.
Is it like gouged in or is it like chunky?
No, this looks like almost like it's been painted on.
Okay.
I mean, I can try and have Shiva look at it.
I mean, you can read it. The point is you don't know what it's written with, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
But the message simply just says, get out.
It's kind of spooky, don't you think?
Well, I mean, yes, but...
I mean, the issue with horror is that it only really works when you're in a position where you're not exactly strong and not really feeling it yet.
I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. It's kind of...
And maybe if you get like squirreled away from the rest of the group and then have to run when like a man with a hook's chasing you, yeah, sure, maybe then. But I mean, this is just a bathroom.
I mean, it's
I don't
easy
know
for us
about
to
the
get
rest.
trapped in a bathroom and like the doors slam close and then you know.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I could probably bring down this entire tower. I don't exactly feel weak.
It's someone's domain. It doesn't actually feel like that.
Is there like a way to run water in here, or is it like something where they'd kind of like bring up buckets and stuff?
That looked like they used to, like there is piping that it looks like it could used to be fill the bath.
Hey guys, do you want to try run the tap and see if it like squirts blood?
Of course, you'd be interested in that. And
Yeah,
you
if
were
you think
yelling
it
at
would
me
be
for
helpful.
saying that I should not question witches.
And at some point, all of this has to get old. Might as well get through it all.
Sure. I feel like you were all being very casual. I mean,
Oh yeah, you be casual so you don't get scared shitless.
yeah,
Look, you
fine.
can't let the spirit know that you feel weak. It senses weakness. Well, actually, that gives me an idea. There's a drain to the bath, right?
Yes.
Astifa's got a dividend. No, she's not got a dividend thing. She's got to use her hair for this. She's got to like stretch down her hair hand and try and see if there's anything in the drain, or down the pipe a little bit.
Kind of run down, and you feel something. Make a perception check.
God damn it! Why did I do this?
Tactile perception.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just quickly.
Feeling with hair.
Yeah, let me just quickly chuck on heroism.
I didn't just reaching into a hole and like I feel something weird. What is it?
Didn't think this through. Perception. Could be worse.
It kind of feels like bones.
Ooh, how did they get in there? Are they big
Yeah, it's
bones?
So as you feel the bones, make a
Okay. I'm not particularly too worried because it's not like too much can be done for me for here. Okay, I say as I roll a 10.
It depends if it's targeting the hair or if it's watching you do that and targeting you.
It's true.
the as you're kind of feeling around, suddenly you feel whatever bony thing it was grab onto your hair
Oh, someone's going to have a bad time.
and then pull your head slamming down into the.
How much concussion do I get?
That's a great question.
I mean, it makes sense. If nothing else, there was several necromancers outside. That's a lot of concussion.
That eats up all of my false life.
As you hear like a cracking noise from Essie.
Ooh.
Oh dear, that's
Just if it, like, her head hits the ground, she kind of looks up and it's all bloody, but then she just wipes it off and she seems fine. She says, "Oh, you made a bit of a mistake," and she's gonna retaliate. She's just basically gonna force all her hair down the pipe and try and crush whatever's down there.
wow. Don't challenge the witch. The battle of the spooky.
It's more like a hair battle. Let me roll hair attack because I
Yes,
never
you
get
get
to
to roll
do
a
this.
hair attack here.
Estusa is pissed.
And admittedly, I have 3 results I can roll in the 1d3.
Oh jeez, it's only a D3? You have quite a modifier on that.
Hell yeah, because all intelligence plus a little bit of heroism. I think.
Can you please roll me a D100? You're looking to get something over a 20.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 2. Oh, I did it.
I don't think. There we go.
Okay,
83.
because that was concealment issues because you can't really see what you're attacking.
It's true, but we're kind of touch each other.
Yeah, but it makes
It makes it an easier time.
But it does have a concealment. But that doesn't matter. You overcame it 20%. As you make as suddenly everyone hears a distinct sound of bone cracking, and Essie doesn't feel any resistance from the hole.
She kind of just like flips a hand up, and the kind of extended hair that was going past just kind of falls to dust. Okay, I think the drain's unblocked at least.
I mean, could you what pull it out?
Oh right, yeah, I should probably do that. Let me just.
You send the air back down the drain.
Yeah, I mean, I rarely use up all 8 minutes of it. It's fine.
As you pull back out, and you see the completely shattered arm of a skeleton. Though there is something particularly interesting about it. There's teeth mark all over the main bone of the arm, over the radius and such.
Oh, like human teeth mark or rat teeth mark?
I mean, not rat. You don't know if it's human or not. That would be a heal check.
Okay.
Is there still marrow in the arm?
No.
It's a ghoul.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Is it human teeth marks?
Yes.
Ah, good.
100% chance that is human teeth marks.
Oh, lovely.
More over than because it's a natural 20. You also know it was likely a human in their you'd probably say in their late 20s. And roughly speaking, they had probably had a very meaty dinner last night.
Male as well, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Alright, so someone stuffed someone down a drain. That's nice.
Yeah, seems.
I mean, just a skeleton down the drain, as it turns out. They didn't
well,
even stuff the flesh; they ate all that.
So this was a slow descent.
Alright, well, I've seen enough next.
Yes, if he stuffed them down a drain, he was hiding it. So the person who's still resides here likely took out the rest of the guards over a course of days. I mean, if it was a full-on assault, there would be no reason to stuff someone down a drain. So this was a slow descent into, well,
Madness.
violence. Or yeah, that too.
Does that mean we're potentially still up the tower?
Yeah.
Of course, it could be separate entities. There's a spirit, and then there's perhaps also a ghoul.
And a giant
Red
skull.
Oh, I'm gonna give you your first clue token there.
Ah.
Speaking of, we're all here, right? Nobody's missing while we've been focusing on the drain in the bath.
All your group is here.
Okay. We should make regular checks on that.
We should probably go into the next room. I don't think we're. This looks like a place of great pain.
But no, you can't. But no, you cannot spend mana here.
Yeah, I think we've probably found most of what we can find from this bathroom, at least.
Where would you like to go next? You can go upstairs or to any other room on this floor.
What room's
try the bedroom.
What room's closest to the bathroom?
Let's try the storeroom, I guess.
Sure.
And
Storeroom. The storeroom door is locked.
I mean, we could break it open.
Hey, were you gonna get to Flocks? I can never remember.
Just because I was a pickpocket before. Yeah, I can.
You can't say, oh,
Yeah.
how dare you stereotype me, but yes, I can do this because I'm a stereotype.
Still very judging.
It's fair. Well, I suppose Karis has a valid point. Do you want to try it, or do we kick the door down?
We'd better not to piss him off yet.
I guess
Yeah, try another room.
it should take longer through picking the lock.
That's fine. We got time.
Do we though?
Do we?
Yes.
Well, do we want to spend the time now then, or do we want to just check another room?
Well, it's open.
It's not. He hasn't picked it yet.
He just
Yeah.
did.
I mean, it takes
Oh.
time still.
Oh, yeah. It takes like 10 minutes to pick a lock.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to take him a bit of time to pick the lock, but the point is, he can do it. So,
I mean, I can sit here with him while you guys go check somewhere else.
Weren't you against the whole splitting up thing?
I mean, we're
It's
kind
not
of splitting up
if
when we leave
there's
him
two
on.
people.
So she has a point.
It's only bad splitting up if it's one person each by themselves.
I mean, I could stay with them. Then it's not a small group.
Right. Reese, Astutha, you probably stay with Amon. We'll move on to the next room.
Yeah, I suppose that works. You can deal with spirits, Cadme. We can, yeah.
And they
Sleeping
were
quarters it is, I guess.
And I have my channel, so
never seen from again.
I have some positive energy within me today. I can deal with things. It's fine.
You can deal with drain skeletons.
Let's check out the crew quarters.
Okay, to the crew quarters.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, that's what it sounds like you're saying, so do that.
I'm willing to take other suggestions as well. So
No,
We should just go with what the
Yeah,
first suggestion
yeah,
is.
and
get it out
I
of the
think
way.
Big B suggested the bed chambers earlier as well.
oh yeah, sure.
Of course, Bigby would.
Hmm.
Oh,
Wow, stereotype.
Hey, this is just how we're going to deal with the spirit. We just give him the Madeline, come back in a couple of days, the spirit will be gone, everything will be fine.
And Adeline will be disheveled.
Oh no, the spirit will
No,
be the
we're
disheveled one.
no, we're just gonna find Adeline just laying there with a cigarette, just going, it's done.
There are a number of bed chambers, 8 in all, each one which probably had about 4 people bunking in them. For quite the population when you consider it that way. You know, the tower could hold a decent number of staff. By your estimates, I mean, there's 32 beds. If they really wanted to have a strong rotation here, they could easily have 40 people running without issue.
Well then.
And no visions as we enter this time.
Why did you enter the room immediately? No.
Just when we
Nothing
get
is-
halfway in.
Yeah, nothing immediately jumps out to you, but of course there are a number of these little rooms here, kind of all about in this little section. In this octagonal tower.
Cool. Does
Okay.
anyone want me searching anything in particular, or just do a general search?
You can see very, very well. So look for stains again, I guess.
Are you going to just
like-
have one person search, or are you going to
Okay,
have
but
multiple people search?
I'm going to search as well. But I'm searching through just putting my hand on things and detecting psychic significance.
I'm going to do a
search.
separate search as well.
If you roll to assist someone, it's important to know if you roll to assist someone, it doesn't help time. Where if of course, you know, because but if you're doing separately, of course, it's going to speed up time because more people search.
Wow, I rolled a 2.
I'm gonna do this and then maybe. Hold on.
I rolled a 9.
Why did I close
Whoop
this?
whoop. Cadme showing us all up, as usual.
No,
And
don't worry.
also-
I'm gonna disappoint everybody since I get to roll. I'm doing this for a reason.
I'm rolling a lot. I'm doing mine separately.
Screw
Okay,
you,
there
I
you
don't have dark
Adeline.
vision in case that's matters.
Yeah, neither does Kelwis, but she does have scent if there's anything weird. I'm not expecting
do
any
have dark
sense. Yeah, I'm not expecting any sense because this isn't a previously quote unquote abandoned place. but
Was that a separate roll from Shiva, or is that
It was
combined?
the
with...
aid, but I failed. Shiva is
Is
well
your-
aware that she is not very useful on her own.
Is Yuri up here? Is Yuri with Adeline, or is she downstairs?
She's with Adeline just next to her.
Just because this way I know what all the groupings essentially are. Then
well, she was with Adeline.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cadme,
Yes.
you try to ping out a pulse for psychic significance, and I mean the first issue you get is half the tower seems to start glowing.
Yeah.
But there is one thing in the bedroom in particular that seems to be glowing to you. It's odd. It's under one of the beds.
She'll scooch over there and just pick up the bed. Look underneath.
You pick up the bed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you certainly could pick up a bunk bed by yourself.
Yep.
It's just not what most people would do. That's the option.
Yeah, but it's Cadme.
Yeah, most people
It's
would
hard to
crawl
stand up.
under the bed and
What?
then
Why
be
you saying it
screwed.
like that? It's hard to get up when you're in full plate. Kind of like turtle around a bit. You know, just trying to stay standing.
There is seemingly a
What? I'm not judging
There's-
you. I'd do
there is
something
seemingly
similar.
some kind of locket or pendant on the ground.
Pick that up. Put the
Why
bed back
pick
down.
it
Sit on the
up?
bed and open it up.
You open it up. You really can't make up much detail, but you think it's some kind of picture of someone.
It's a fairly simple locket, or is it like heart shaped, or?
It's a fairly simply shaped locket.
Like a standard round thing.
There's a couple of engravings you can feel on it, so you can't read them. And there's some kind of picture inside, but you can't really make it out either. It's just don't have the perception in the darkness to do it.
I do have low light, but I doubt that matters.
It doesn't make enough of a difference here. It's
Well,
hard to pick out details when it's so dark.
I'll get someone with dark vision to look when we're
Well,
finished
then I'm just gonna
searching.
hold on to it, put it in my hands, and using detect psychic significance and my own like touch magic effects. I just want to know kind of the feeling of
Pain,
right.
remorse,
Okay.
loss, despair. Love.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Shiva, you're searching around, trying to see what you can find alongside Hestia.
Yes.
Can you make me a reflex save?
Lovely. Is it just me or Hestia too?
Just you.
Okay.
So it's Shiva being pulled under a bed.
Shiva, as you're kind of searching around, kind of going from place to place, opening up like one of the wardrobes, taking a look. There's nothing too interesting in that. As you go to close it, you end up seeing some of the clothing almost kind of reach out, try to grab you, and try to pull you into the.
Okay.
You
Well,
just
nope.
managed to barely though slip free before it just kind of drags you in. Maybe keep that one shut from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, open it
Like,
again. They won't
say
do the
that?
same trick twice.
Hester just kind of looks over confused, like, why are you panicking? Hester
I
didn't
feel
see a
like-
thing.
I feel like Hestia would just slam herself into the wardrobe if that actually happened.
But Hester doesn't know what actually happened, though. Hester didn't see anything. So
That's fair.
you know it tried to attack you, though. Garrus,
Mm-hmm.
you don't find too much that seems of immediate relevance, kind of looking around.
Not surprising. I can't see very well.
Though, what's that smell? Something's... That's an oddly sweet smell. You kind of sniff around and end up finding a small case of mead.
Immediate save to disbelieve. Like, specifically the meat, but this whole thing in general as well. I want to disbelieve, like, the darkness and everything. 13. That is not very good. That's actually average for me.
You're pretty sure you believe it's stronger.
Okay, well, case of mead.
Not quite nosebleed range, but yep.
A case of many bottles of mead. It weighs about 20 pounds in total.
Bug? She's not looking to get drunk at the moment.
But yeah, you find alcohol. So, and pretty nice alcohol at that. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's something she'll keep in mind for if we, like, remove the spirit, so when she goes to look at the barrel of mead, it doesn't try to drag her inside or drown her or anything like that. I mean, I don't want to just tip it over, and I have no way of checking if anything's inside there without actually reaching in, which I am not going to do. I have seen horror films before.
Adeline, you find nothing of interest during your search.
Oh.
Oh,
Amaya, you find nothing of interest during your search.
I
Yeah,
find
I figured.
everything.
Can everybody but Kelrus and Cadme
Suck it. This is why I wore the armor.
Please roll a will save. Amaya, you take a -2.
Suck it.
Question: is this a fear effect?
No.
Hestia too?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
This counts as a madness effect.
Oh, lovely.
Why is your will so low? Whatever.
Well then,
Ooh.
that's not.
Ooh. You don't have a scheme or anything you can use on that?
Wait, I'm assuming this
No,
is
no
including us,
scheme,
or
but
I mean, you've got a purple dot. I thought that was for signifying schemes.
no, I definitely didn't scheme because I
The
remember
purple,
we were.
the purple dot was for something else.
Ah,
Yeah.
right.
Essie, you do not need to roll.
okay,
Those reasons.
god damn it. Those good rules.
Do I want to spend?
Can I be included anyway?
It's versus madness. What could be a madness effect?
Insanity.
Well, yes, but I'm
Mean, is it
specifically
mad?
thinking of spells that would also be madness effects.
And insanity is a spell.
Is
It's
it?
just incredibly high
Yeah,
level.
there's
Yeah.
a spell called Insanity.
Oh,
It drops your. It gives you permanent confusion and drop. Yeah, but permanent confusion effect, I think.
Nah, fuck it.
Okay. Did anybody score under a 14?
Adeline.
Yes.
Did Yuri have to roll?
Yes.
Oh, then I need to roll for her. 1 sec.
And I'm presuming familiars like Evelise didn't have to.
Yeah, at least that's what I need to.
Yeah, okay, because I legitimately just forgot.
Oh,
No.
Well, Adeline and Yuri are both screwed.
So Yuri feels oddly hungry right now. Like she wants a real snack. She really can't help it. She really wants a snack. It's kind of eating at her a little bit. Yuri takes 2 points of wisdom damage.
no. Well, that's.
Adeline,
not terrible for her.
Adeline, you not want.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
You're feeling absolutely starving, like you've not eaten in weeks. Suddenly, just hunger pains rush all over you. Until you find a way to sate this hunger, you will suffer from the fatigue condition.
Dang it.
You also take 4 points of wisdom damage.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is fine.
Dang it. I guess Dadley's gonna take out a ration and just start munching on it.
It's very bland to you. For whatever reason. Incredibly bland. But everyone can reconvene. They hear Adeline munching as they reconvene.
Seriously, this is not exactly the time.
Oh, hey, you got some.
I
you got
know,
some
but I'm
nuts?
hungry. Yes, please.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't have any.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
dried sausages.
Well, if you want a drink, there's a few barrels of mead back there. About the only interesting thing I found.
Is it full?
It seemed that. Yes.
It wasn't a barrel. It was.
Well,
As I said, it was
bottles, cases, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I think mead, I automatically think barrels.
I mean, anything spooky happened to you? Oh, are you
Hey,
good?
found the locket.
A wardrobe attacked me.
Did,
What?
Guess it
You
didn't
mean
like
this
how
is
you're
deadpan?
dressed.
okay.
I
That's-
guess.
That's the thing. I'm gonna go.
Huh.
Just a quick thought, Dark. When we had to roll the will saves, did my armor heat up at all?
I mean, you got this like tingle up your spine, but you're not sure if you can't. I mean, if your armor did heat up, you didn't. It was not enough for you to feel it.
Right, so it wasn't a powerful effect, it was just an effect.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what it was.
And Adeline's drinking the mead.
The mead is typing. Yes.
This is precisely why I left it alone.
Too bad Adeline is now wisdom heard and also very, very.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol is known to fill you up, so.
Is it?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, no, like, especially stuff like Guinness, which has been likened to drinking a loaf of
Okay,
bread.
no, that's okay. No, fair. I was thinking of like margaritas and shit. That like, yeah.
I mean, mead is like honey, so.
It's just not satisfying for her. Like so many times in her life.
Really? Ugh.
Well, what do you expect? It's been sat here for who knows how long and probably cursed by whatever's living here.
Still tastes like
Yeah,
poison.
still.
It still smells
Roast.
like poison.
Meanwhile, S2 for a reason, Amon have managed to get into the storeroom at the same time. As well as
We did it. We did it. We did it. Amon, don't wander in there because you'll probably get out in that bag of.
Entering into the storeroom, the first thing you see is a rather horrific sight.
Cool.
Maybe half a dozen meat hooks, all with what you're pretty sure are the leftover human pieces attached to it.
We're gonna have to have a very big grave after us.
The room smells absolutely horrific. Roll a fortitude save.
Can do. Once again, my filter scarf shall save the day. Do I have autumn enabled? I do. Why is my fort save so low?
Are you in old
Should
lady
be.
form?
I am, but that doesn't affect con.
Thought it did.
It's dex and strength. I think that should be too higher. Let me just recalc. It's probably just being finicky. Yeah, that should be +9. I don't know what's up.
All of your stomachs are strong enough that none of you start throwing up at the sight and smells of this room. Despite the rot and decay leaking through.
Oh, wait.
What, you're wondering if Koro...
Never mind.
Koro immediately has to flee the room and starts vomiting somewhere.
Damn it, Coral. This is my good clothes.
As Koro flies off into the darkness to go vomit.
Oh, hi, Coral. Bye, Coral. What's he doing?
I should really go after him, but I really shouldn't leave you two alone.
Shiva will go after him. It's fine. Shiva has a dragon go with her.
That's fair. Oh, once again, splitting up the party. Well, I suppose it's already split.
Mildly splitting it up. It's fine.
This is like every horror trope gone wrong.
Well, Sifis is gonna keep like a one mind on her empathic link in case anything goes incredibly wrong, in which case she will burst into action. But for now, might as well search this place while she has her. Fuck! There goes my perception. Might as well search this place while she has her filter scarf on.
Sure.
I mean, assuming there's much to.
I mean, it's a storeroom, so yes, there's stuff to search.
Fair. Okay, where's my perception? Because I'm going to assume it's a perception. Go team!
Wow.
We're so bad.
Team perception.
My perception flew out the door 5 seconds ago. Should have given him heroism.
Your perception started vomiting everywhere.
Searching around this room, it's... There's a lot of boxes here. That's the big. I mean, you find a box full of heavy winter clothing, which, I mean, that's useful. Including what even appears to be this, like, large, this kind of very heavy armored coat. But almost kind of like a white parka as well.
Cool.
Both protective against the cold and armor plated. So, you know. One masterwork snow coat, if anyone's interested.
Sure, Maya might be
One
interested.
masterwork possessed Snowcoke.
Other than that, though, the group searching there appears, for the most part, fruitless. I mean, ignoring the bodies hanging there on meat hook.
Well,
parts
yeah,
of-
it's fruitless. It's meat.
The point is, even the boxes marked fruit are empty. So,
So it's double fruitless.
So if I just at the kind of end of it, probably opening up boxes that are kind of just random shit. Just shakes her head and says, "This, you should just went with him to the storeroom or the bedrooms."
but why did they put them on meat hooks?
Spooky, I guess.
I mean, they wouldn't have done things just because it makes things more spooky. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, there was the teeth marks on the one bone. Perhaps there's something in here that feeds off human flesh.
So why would you put it on them? Why? I mean, most things like that, don't imagine them putting them on meat hooks afterwards.
I mean, stuff will kind of go over to one of the chunks of meat and just kind of like poke it.
Poke it.
I mean,
Put it on a meat hook.
it doesn't feel like there's anything odd about the meat. It's just, disconcertingly human, probably.
And rotten.
Oh, and rotten.
It's
Okay,
been a
for some reason I
while.
was thinking you're being chilled.
No, it is severely rotten.
Okay. Okay.
Hence the smell. Putrefied, perhaps.
I mean, I honestly could not tell you. Reese, weird question. But if you were to, use your healing area thing, would the meat get worse or would it get better?
I don't know. Reese says pretty flatly, just with a shrug.
Maybe see if one of the others has some kind of spell to purify over meat. Maybe that'll do something. Shall we go? I don't know, get out of here?
I mean, I guess we might as well meet up with the others.
Yeah, see if... I don't know if any of them have been dragged off into Spooky Ghost Tower.
As the group's leaving, Essie, roll me a d3.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Someone's gonna get hooked.
It's Essie.
I mean, I prefer it to be me over the two kids.
Because as the group's leaving, Essie apparently is the last one to exit the room.
Yeah, that feels fair enough.
What is your fat-footed a?
Non-existent. Pressure, if anything, it's even like 9. Oh, that's Coral, that's why that's a 20. Defenses. Okay, it's just 10.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
The others will suddenly just see a spurt of blood as Essie, so you suddenly just feel a large, sharp object penetrate through you.
Oh!
And suddenly you get pulled backwards into the room. Well, presumably on a CMD check. Which I presume
Oh
is
god, she's on a
It will
meat
succeed.
hook. She's on a meat hook.
Remember, those two kids just hear, "God damn it!"
And the door just slams shut.
Well, Cadmy's gonna run forward and kick the door.
Yeah, Chaos is gonna follow. 'Cause presumably we would hear Astutha shout, "God damn it!"
Yeah, and then suddenly the loud slamming of the door.
I mean, presumably if we try the door, it doesn't open now.
It does not, weirdly enough. Oh, by the way, Essie, you also take damage from getting.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I haven't had time to refresh False Life, unfortunately.
Well, I guess I'm breaking through the door. I'll let you deal with damage first.
I need to quickly find out what the damage of a harpoon is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this count says. D8.
Astutha is on a meat hook. Astutha's on
She
a
can deal
meat
with it.
hook.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad by itself. So.
Guten Tag, door. Please
It's
open.
probably diseased, but like.
Oh, yeah, you're totally gonna need to roll me like a fortitude saver. So
That's
anyway.
fine.
As you can like run up and try and smash the door of the with the great mace.
I mean, I will also be smashing it, presuming Cadmy doesn't just go straight through the door.
I will make you a fortitude save.
You don't need to.
Oh, Cadmy. Astutha needed to, right?
She's on a diseased meat hook.
And there's nothing for her to pass it on to.
No living creature in line of sight.
Astutha will actually have to feel the effects of a disease for once.
It's a 19. I'm probably fine.
And she does have a +4 against disease.
Yeah, 19.
That's pretty good against diseases.
Congratulations! Congratulations, you have not contracted tetanus.
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go.
The door is smashed down by Cadmy.
God damn it, I will never get to break a door down.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
And the room is completely empty.
Of course, I was not expecting anything different. Legitimately wasn't. Like, no meat hooks, no crates, just a literal empty room.
Well, there is the crates and such, but the meat hooks have completely disappeared, as has the Essie.
Okay. Fan out, search around, see if you can find any evidence of her.
So it's bad news, but this does count as a clue.
God damn it. Don't worry, guys. I got us a clue.
Meanwhile, Shiva's off with the familiar who's trying not to vomit his lungs out.
Roll a perception or survival check to track the familiar
Alright,
through the inky
Hestia.
black darkness when it's a shadow drake who blends into inky black darkness.
Just
I'd rather-
followed by smell of vomit.
I can take 10 to aid, and I forgot about that, so it makes things a little easier when it comes to aiding Hestia.
Stressful.
Hestia has dark vision, I have to say. She's your dragon.
Mhm. You do manage to track down the Koro. He has not just disappeared. He does not just disappear into the darkness. The Koro does look very confused.
Are you alright?
You of course get to roleplay, J-Mac, but
Yeah.
Koro weirdly can't feel Essie. She's not dead, but like Koro knows she's not dead, but you can't feel her.
Stupid women taunting whatever the hell it is in here. Essie's somewhere else.
Well, that's lovely.
Upside down. She can hopefully handle it. Oh, do you have water?
She probably has water on her. She has a water dragon.
Fair.
I mean, worst case, Bubble Beam.
That's true. Hestia
Please
can
no.
provide water. You might not want it from her, but she can provide it.
Please, water.
The point is Hestia can basically be the hose from a fire engine if we need her. So
Koro was last seen being shot through the wall by a water cannon.
Hestia's like,
it's definitely more like Bubble though from like Pokemon. But you know.
Mm-hmm.
to be fair, Hestia's still less than a year old. Maybe she just misinterprets it. I'm trying to help.
Essie,
Hello.
Well, I wanted to.
Yes. Okay, Cadme, go ahead.
Academy is simply going to say, holding up her Spirit Keeper's reliquary, and simply say, return, and she's going to attempt to dispel whatever effects in the room.
There is no effects in this room.
Okay, then the darkness.
I mean, you could try.
No.
Ugh.
Okay, carry on.
You just see your entire reliquary just kind of turn, just almost get enveloped in shadows, as it just kind of basically says, no.
Wipe that off. Nope, stop. It's okay, it's okay. It's right.
Essie,
Hello.
as you kind of regain consciousness after kind of blacking out for a brief moment, you find yourself not touching the floor, just hanging in a completely pitch black room, not able to see a thing, but just with a large metal object.
This is gonna hurt in the morning, and it's hurting right now.
Any strenuous action you take while on the meat hook, be it casting spells or otherwise, will deal you damage, which will also potentially interrupt spellcasting.
Question.
Yes.
Supernaturals can't be interrupted, can they?
They cannot be interrupted. They'll still cause you damage, but they cannot be interrupted.
Okay. Stuff is gonna gently activate a little bit of fly and probably take damage.
You will take damage from doing a strenuous action.
Oops, that's cool.
Which means you'll take another 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
But however, now you're lightly floating.
Yeah, Stuff is just gonna try and attempt to slide herself off the hook with the aid of, not being tethered to gravity.
C and B or escape artist, your pick.
Motherfucker. Neither of those are good. Should have activated her for this. If you see, I guess I'll also activate her and take more damage. But that will let me CMB.
But if you want to activate your hair.
Yeah, so we'll damage.
Okay, strenuous action.
Ow. And let's try CMB this time. CMB is basically just attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll attack and ignore damage.
It's just modified reversed compared with size than normal attack. You managed to dislodge yourself from a meat hook.
Motherfucker.
As you now find yourself floating in a room which is pitch black. I mean, maybe you can see the floor if you float down, probably. But
turns out there isn't a floor.
Yeah, Sif is not going to touch anything until she's sure that it's safe. She's just going to very quickly cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
that's fair.
It's not impeded or anything, right?
Nope, it's fine.
Okay.
Only light spells are impeded in here right now.
God damn it.
Well, you recovered from one of the hook holes.
It's just more the fact that as you kept struggling, the meat hook kind of dug deeper and deeper.
I'm only grazed, I can live with that. I suppose before she goes and touches things with her very valuable flesh and body, she's just going to kind of fan her hair out and see what she can feel.
I mean, around you right now, just chains.
Okay, let's just navigate away from them to the edge of, presumably the edge of the existing room.
It takes you a bit, though you do eventually manage to find, like, a wall. Feels solid. You try to work your way down the wall, spidering your way down.
Yeah, basically find something to navigate with and then navigate by it.
As you eventually feel yourself touching a pitch black floor. I mean, there's no light here, but yeah, I mean, you think you're on the floor in the corner of a room, so.
Man, I really am. I suppose I could have just done this way much earlier. Stuff has got to cast Detect Magic.
It's odd to cast Detect Magic in pitch black darkness.
Yeah.
You can now sense like these faint outlines all over the place of magic. You have no idea what the objects are attached to actually are, but it's kind of a sense at least.
And it's better than nothing. So now that she can vaguely see some objects, she's gonna try and avoid those. She's gonna skirt around the edge of the room and see if she can't find a door of some sort.
That's not difficult to do. You can find yourself a door. You'll also find yourself an Iron Maiden.
Cool.
Stay away from the Iron Maiden.
You know, just in similar fashion. The Iron Maiden's actually fairly close to the door, but you know. Yeah, you find an Iron Maiden as well. As the door.
Is it locked?
You try the door.
Yeah.
Rattle, rattle. Doesn't open.
She cracks her knuckles. Okay, we're doing this the hard way then?
You notice with your hair, there's like a little slider on the door though, like on the little cells. You can just open it.
Oh, okay, we're not doing this the hard way then.
You can open the window at least.
Yeah, she'll take a step back, open it with hair.
A dim light beams into the room.
Ugh.
It's not much, but it's light.
Yeah.
As you can see, the grisly. You're pretty sure this is a torture room.
Oh, surprise. Yeah, I guess from the Iron Maiden.
But oh, it's my holiday home.
You can also look outside and see. Is that the battlements? You're pretty sure you've gone up.
Yeah, it'll take us a while before we realise that. Have fun.
Yeah, I mean, just if we can probably get out. Is there like a keyhole to the door that she can see now, or is it like a bar on the other side?
There is a keyhole on the other side of the door.
There's no key in it, I assume.
No. You could try to hairpick, I suppose.
I'm thinking more just break them the door. I don't have disabled device in any manner or form.
I am amused by the idea of you doing hair lockpicking though.
I mean, what does the door look like? Is it like old and rotten, or is it a heavy iron barred?
No, it's a wooden door with metal reinforcements to it. It's not rotten though.
Yeah, so that's going to be a bitch to break down.
It's got health, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't really want to use my 4th level slot to get out of here.
No. Explore the rest of the room?
Perfect. Like slots.
Yeah, but it's not really useful if there's no key on the other side.
I guess if it's just a key locked door.
I don't have that's why I was asking if there's a bar, because if there's a bar, I could have just went, well, this is a hole.
Or a skeleton key, either would have been great.
Yeah.
Ah, if only you'd kept that skeleton.
So, okay. Sisyphus is gonna knock down 2 doors with one hair here and hit the door with her hair and hope that people hear her doing that.
Smash!
Probably
Smash!
Ah.
Sounds like someone's beating on a door upstairs.
I think we should go upstairs.
Well, that depends.
I mean,
Is it Astusa, or is it the spirit playing tricks on us again?
I would like to at least attempt to say
Oh.
that it is Dutha because it is our only lead on where she is.
Well, if it is a spirit, it's telling us where it is, and it's an opportunity to either gather information or confront it.
Walking time.
Either way.
I mean,
And I start going.
where does the sound relative to us? Is it directly above us, or just somewhere on the upper floor?
Somewhere on the upper floor.
Right.
I go towards the stairs.
I go towards the stairs.
Fine, I guess we'll just abandon finding
Yeah,
anything else
let's-
down here. Head towards the stairs.
Come back down.
And Cadme still has that locket, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Just so I know.
Which she is holding in one of her hands. Likely her shield arm.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're together, do you want someone with dark vision to try reading it?
Yeah. Oh, right. the
Yeah,
red on the back.
I mean,
Here.
okay,
Shiva.
all right.
You stare at it. There is a picture of it, of some kind of what you'd say is maybe a half elf and a human couple. And there's some engraving on it. Do you speak the following language? I mean, it's Shiva, so the answer is probably going to be yes. But do you speak the language of Orin?
Yes.
There is a small religious scripture on it, asking for a blessing from the goddess of winds. Actually, also, do you read this aloud, by the way, as you can be reading aloud what's on there, or you can be keeping it to yourself?
I mean, she'll read it to herself first, out of respect for privacy, just in case it was something weird. I mean, it seems mostly harmless.
It doesn't seem like anything weird, just seems like a religious scripture to it, asking for blessing and protection from the Queen of Wind.
Shiva would relay that information to Cadme.
What does it say?
What was that, Tommy?
What does it say?
I just said she would relay the information to you.
So she just speak it aloud.
I mean, she relays it to you. Kind of have to speak out loud to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's more a case of, are you literally saying word for word what the locket says, or are you just summarising, giving the gist of it?
She would just summarize.
Does it say that exactly? Yeah, if it's a religious scripture, perhaps it does carry some more important meaning.
We have a clue.
Academy is trying to bait a ghost.
I mean, Cadme's almost immune to ghost attack, so she might as well bait it.
As you're heading up the stairs, one member of Team PC randomly decided.
I will state for the record, as mentioned before, Kelvis will go last through any doors, stairways, blah de blah.
I will go first.
Kelros, roll d6.
Yep. Do-do-do. Ooh.
Kelros, as player number 6 heading through the doorway. What, you put that on yourself?
No, I did.
You feel almost like something reaches out. It almost feels like like a hand reaching out and like grabbing you as you're starting to head up the stairs. Which you kind of feel as you feel like this brief bruise on your ankle. Then you can look back, though, and you suddenly see it like kind of pulling away, almost like it's being burnt alive by something.
Yeah, Kelvis doesn't so much look back in that she just reacts and basically embeds her axe in the wall as she swings it behind her as she turns. Doesn't even know what's there, but she knows everyone she cares about is in front of her. So whatever's behind her is getting an axe or getting out of the way.
Well, whatever it is gone, but you did see some like golden embers that almost something got burnt after touching you.
Turns back to...
The bruise on your ankle does deal 4 damage, though.
Turns back to look at the rest of the group and is like, and that's precisely why I put this on.
As it turns out, you got an alternate way out of that haunt, which would have done other things.
It hurt a little bit, but it couldn't grab me. It burns it.
There's also this strange, weird feeling as you head up the stairs deeper, and especially as Cadme's saying, like, it can't hurt me. Almost you feel like the entire building's breathing slightly, pounding. It's like a heartbeat. It sounds angry.
Oh, I've pissed it off. It was also kind of interesting that it got me without any form of attack roll. 'Cause one of the reasons I went at the back was because I had uncanny dodge, so it couldn't flat-foot me.
I mean, if the event had continued, it would have had to try to roll a CMD against you, which you wouldn't have been flat-footed on. But turns out it doesn't matter because you just ignored the CMD check.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Screw you, Ghosty.
Yeah, all of you though are able to find essentially the torture room with Essie pounding on the door from the inside. I'm able to break it open for everyone.
Essie.
Yeah, Steph is specifically doing it like asynchronous, so it sounds kind of creepy. It's like, finally, Jesus! Or not Jesus, because he doesn't exist. Jesus! Been here for like 2 minutes, it smells. Hurry up, get me out, please. Oh, I also got
we're
impaled like
gonna
3
hold
times,
on.
so yeah, I might be a bit bloody.
Okay.
Well, what else is new?
What? I feel
You
bad
just
for
said
me
you
and my very,
party.
very sore chest.
Essie is normally pretty healthy.
Do you remember when he almost got assassinated?
Well,
And then the other time she almost got assassinated.
I still bring up the point that she is normally pretty healthy about that. Even when she normally gets assassinated, it didn't.
You can only be so healthy
Yeah.
about a harpoon in the chest, Cadme. Get me out of here.
I'm working on it! Okay, well, I'm not Reese. Open the door, please.
And Reese kind of like stabs it with a spear.
Amon,
No, I'm
please.
dead.
Well,
Man.
Amon,
Meanwhile,
please.
Maya's
While
doing
we
a
were on,
reasonable thing
we
and seeing if there's any keys just
That-
like hanging on the wall.
is exactly what I was trying to say. Kalis was also doing while asking Amon to make a start in case we couldn't find them.
I was asking Reese to use a skeleton key.
Okay, that's more fair.
Oh dear.
You will be able to. No, you don't find the key. You are able to get the door unlocked. It just takes time.
Sorry, it's just, that was fucking, I feel like I just walks out brushing herself and goes, Cora, are you okay? And he kind of just snorts. Okay, back into the familiar satchel with you. Shh, sleepy times.
Doug, just a quick question, because you know what my memory's like and what my attention span is like. You've marked one of the clues as Spirit Queen. Is it actually Kine, the Spirit Queen, like the one Kellis follows?
Well, it's funny you say that. The scripture that she was kind of summarizing does sound similar to some things you've heard before. So
I mean,
it's entirely possible.
I can roll religion. Presumably get more information on it in general.
Sadly, I do not have religion myself.
I mean, if Shiva just thinks about on it though, she would know who Kine is. She's one of the gods.
Okay,
You'd at least remember this. You'd at least remember the basic part.
Yes.
fair.
Friendship. Maybe these are friendship hooks that went directly through my fucking sternum.
Sorry about that.
That's not your fault, Cadme. I don't remember seeing you specifically throwing the hook, though if you were, yeah, please be sorry.
I mean,
She's
like,
gonna hug Asu Sensei there.
Okay, I'm
I mean,
not
I
that
can
strong.
force the thing. Yeah, okay, well, never mind.
Should we just let's get this over with?
Yeah, I agree.
Are we going back down, or
No,
I mean,
we're here now.
While we are up here, we might as well look around up here, rather than
That's true.
wasting time traipsing up and down and up and down.
Yeah, let's.
it's good exercise.
We get enough of that as it is. We spend most of our life marching from one place to another, and then fighting when we get there.
So what's on this floor?
That's fine.
The battlement's floor does not have a lot to offer, in fairness. It has the torture room, the jail. It has. Let's see. It has the Mechanist's workshop. It has, of course, it has the main battlements area with all the arrow slits. So you can fire out in every direction you feel like. And it also has The Arcane Laboratory.
Right, so top of the search list is the Mechanist Workshop and the Arcane Laboratory.
I think maybe we should go check out the prison. If they were doing stuff to people in here, that's perhaps maybe a location where we'll find someone who isn't quite so dead, maybe? If we're unlucky.
Like I say, this place had been abandoned for a while. Even if there is someone still alive here, they wouldn't be in any sort of mental state to do anything.
I mean, I can agree with that.
So,
Please, select a room to search.
the Mechanist place, I guess? I mean, it's somewhere.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Maybe
that.
we'll get attacked by a giant gear.
You enter into the Mechanist Workshop. Who's leading?
I will.
Cadme.
Cadme's
Cadme.
first, Cowis last.
Just to bring this up, Dark. I don't mean to pester you about my abilities, but I always act on the surprise round for haunts.
That's fine.
Okay.
If there was a surprise round for Hunt, such as a meat hook, and you were there, you would excellent.
Just future reference.
Cadme, please roll a perception check at a -5.
Okay.
And here comes a freaking 80.
-5 off that. +2 if it's related to ghosties.
It is not. You nearly step on a bear trap, however. Nearly.
Oh.
Literally, what, like 5 feet, not even 5 feet, like 2 feet in front of the door to the Mechanist Workshop. On the inside, a bear trap to set up.
I'm very glad I have very small feet. I sort of just stepped in between it. I put my foot back up slowly. Pick up the bear trap.
Put it over in the corner.
Yep. That was very mean.
How heavy's a bear trap?
Very? Alright. Well, that was not very nice. Okay. What's in the room?
The room has a variety of pieces of equipment, from essentially a hand-powered lathe, seemingly for making parts for the Cabalisti. Which is always, I mean, hey, if you need a carpentry workshop, got one. Piles of wood, strange fetish, seemingly made out of seemingly just like an idol carved out of wood.
Ooh.
A bloody saw, a
Hmm.
blunt meat hook. Fun things.
Hey, Asusa, we found your meat hook.
Can I take a look at the totem thing? Can I actually roll Niote on that?
You can. The little wooden idol is only a few inches big, crudely carved.
This is kind of like the things I used to carve when I was very little.
It appears to be though it appears to be a little idol calling for the gods of death.
Except a little bit more angry. There's many. There are many gods of death.
For anyone trained in religion, it kind of resembles a really badly drawn depiction of Urga.
Oh, lovely.
Urgathoa, our favourite.
Who?
Death god person. Bad juju.
We've definitely came across something within their realm before.
Yes, we
I think
have.
bet money on it.
Cultists and such, yes.
We have come across her before. Cadme would kind of know about her. It wouldn't be completely foreign to her. We definitely have.
Oh, she who thirsts. Right. Okay.
Yeah, she's thirsty.
Just like Adeline.
Sorry. I know.
As a reminder, Urgathoa is the god of undeath and gluttony.
Yeah. I know of her. I never heard of that name though. Mostly, it's one of those spirits that everyone can sort of notice. You call them gods, I guess.
I wonder if the spirit would be particularly annoyed if we destroyed the idol.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shall I try?
No.
I
Well,
don't know. That seems like it would have some kind of spiritual backlash effect.
well, I'm holding it. Is it magic?
Yes.
Okay, flavor?
Divine.
Evil divine?
I mean, it itself does not have a cast level, though it just resonates. Like almost it's magic that clings to it.
Right.
Mechanically, you may use this as a channel focus to get +2 DC on controlling undead.
Hmm.
Controlling but not turning.
Yes.
Still, I'm just gonna. Cadme takes it and sort of clips it onto her belt that she has.
Oh, Asuta does make a good point. It could be goblin made. They were dabbling with necromancy out there.
Oh, that is true.
I'd say it's more than dabbling, but okay.
Could I-
crudely made,
Could I possibly try an appraise check to see if it looks goblin made?
You would not be able to figure that out.
Dang.
We can make a very probably soft, yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, it's a strong possibility.
It was, yeah. Still,
So, who wants to go? Why is that hook here?
I
Could
mean, it's a workshop. They probably made it here.
I know, but I know the instant I stop paying attention to it, it's gonna fly over and hit me.
Can-
Should
can-
one of us just
Floorboards.
hold on to it then to make sure it doesn't grab onto you?
That sounds like a
Can I just pick up the hook and like toss it out an arrow slit? Is it thin enough to do that?
It's not going to fall out an arrow slit.
Damn it!
Yeah, accidentally kills.
I mean,
Whoops.
you can pick it up and use it as a weapon.
counts as a hook hand.
Wait, Steph has an idea. She pulls a cork out of her hat and just kind of puts it on the end.
Or you may use it as a harpoon, effectively.
I know these bottle corks will come in useful one day.
Well, that's clever.
Yes, so
I mean,
now,
it's
now
not a
you'll
very
just be
large piece of metal,
bludgeoned.
but if it flew at me, it would hurt a lot. But at least it's less pointy.
True.
No, you just have a cork-shaped hole in you instead.
So you were saying about the floorboard start?
You hear an odd creaking of the floorboards. And it was as if something was creeping around.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Is there any odd sense?
No.
Okay.
I just stay away from where the floors are creaking.
I have a +2 to see ghosties and a +5 to see invisible ghosties.
I mean, you can roll a perception check.
That's a 36?
Because I can see the future. Oh, I can see into different
Cadme?
dimensions. Yep.
You're pretty sure you see the kind of brief flicker of what almost looks like it's a small figure. It's only a little bit taller than Cadme. Almost just this very small figure. Almost reminds me of almost like Aspen ethereally running past and down the hallway towards the arcane workshop.
She'll sort of jump after it, not touching it. She's not getting in the way or stopping it. She's just following the image.
I mean, you won't be able to catch up to it anyway directly. You can follow, but you can't catch it.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Well, Cowus
And
will be
she'll
following
grab
Cadme.
someone's hand.
As you see the figure just kind of pass through the door into the workshop. No one else seeing the spirit.
I think this place got a lot more complicated.
Why?
I don't think it's a single spirit domain. I think it's an amalgam.
Could it be whatever was eating corpses and stuff trapped the other spirits here?
Like,
That they weren't able to pass on due to the manner of their death or something?
still, follow me. And she's gonna quickly,
Following.
but yeah, non-hostily follow the spirity.
You open up the door to the arcane workshop.
Yep.
Is Kelris immediately in tow with you, or
I did not grab Kelris's hand.
No, Kelris is closely following Cadme, but she's not putting a hand on Cadme because she knows Cadme doesn't like how she feels right now.
okay?
So I probably grab someone else's hand. Feel free to follow. Academy's making it obviously that she's following something.
Yeah, that's why Kelris is following.
Yeah, pick any two characters to be at the front of the pack.
You can take Shiva. I'm actually okay with it in this case.
Yeah,
Only
sure
'cause
then. Sure.
I have
mean,
dark vision.
I'm tanky. If that's useful to
Eva,
you.
you're in the front with me because they grabbed your hand. I don't know. First one around, I guess.
Well, I was thinking who Cadme would actually probably do that with. Just off the top of my head.
It wouldn't have mattered. It was just the first one who was next to her.
Oh,
What,
okay.
what you see opening the door is a large, well laid out workshop. One that Estufa would love to have in her own tower.
Oh.
It's well organized. There are books. It looks like a crystal ball in the middle of the table.
God damn.
It's a beautiful lab. As you kind of look around inside, the entire place pristine, with research bottles, potions, a couple of scrolls. What appears to be a magical foundry that someone had been working on. What looks like some kind of magical helmet. You also get the distinct sense of a chill in the room, like there is a ghost watching you as you enter.
Oh, you take a lot of pride in this place. Academy will just say as she sort of looks in and kind of enters. It's very clean. And she'll not touching anything. She'll sort of, well, I mean, touching things, yes, but not moving anything. She's always been sort of dragging her hand across things.
You sense powerful magic from this room, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
How does Shiva feel looking around?
She feels like this is all fake and it really bothers her.
Well, you can always save to disbelieve.
I mean, yeah, that's something Shiva would do. I rolled really bad. Doesn't
Oh
matter.
dear. That was worse than my roll.
I have the Kelworth curse.
Hey.
Are you okay? You look strained.
I feel as if this is, well,
Not
well
real.
kept, not like the rest of this tower by a long shot.
Shiva,
Yes.
as you failed that will save, please roll another will save.
Good.
Well, real or not, it is a
Oh dear.
creation of the spirits here.
I mean, the back of Shiva's mind just kind of accepts, though. Even no matter how her suspicion, this place got to be real, right? If it was an illusion, you could have broken it.
Oh boy.
But part of her slips away slightly, as almost the back of her mind starts to fog slightly. You take two intelligence damage.
Ow.
Oh.
I wonder how her headband reacts to that.
But how dare you actually think my room is illusionary? Even though it is illusionary, how dare you?
It's just more that Shiva finds part of herself getting lost in the illusion, as in part gets captured.
Oh god, maybe it's the demon inside you that's been captured.
Please no. I need that. Give it back.
Real or
Is
not,
it-
it is a creation of the spirits, and well, even for the ones that try to scat us, it is probably holds some basis in what they actually are. Academy sort of looking around the room. sort of addressing Shiva like that, she's also going to glance through the crystal ball.
Make a will save.
Let me know if I fail. Oh God!
That is a failure.
Add 3 to it.
Okay. As you stare inside the crystal ball.
Oh
You
wait,
bear
sorry.
witness-
This is versus illusion. I can't spirit surge it. Never mind.
As you stare into the crystal ball, what you see is your home forest, glowing and glistening. The place that you would love to be again. Place of safety. Place of home. And you see images of Aspen and of Hazel. You guys roll me another will.
Sure.
You do not find yourself though being lost in the illusion.
Yeah, I would like to be home.
The others, meanwhile, will arrive at the room. As far as the others can tell, though, looking into the room, they just see like this decrepit place, books all over the place, kind of scattered about. Some of them torn apart. The main table kind of damaged. The stool's missing a leg.
Well, this is what you get for not following Cadme.
Most of the potion bottles are broken. Only one scroll seems to remain. The crystal ball is actually there.
You should know by now to just follow Cadme.
Okay, I'm not going to get my hopes up and see if that crystal ball is an actual functioning crystal ball.
There was a scroll.
There was a scroll. Let's go for low-hanging fruit first. Stifel kind of as she walks through is like, such a waste.
I'm presuming they don't see me, Cadme, and Shiva in the room.
They don't see you right now at all.
So you saw us charge in here, and then you arrived, and we're not here.
Yeah, but there's not much. Stifel's aware that like some weird dimension-y shit is probably going on here, but like that's outside her wheelhouse currently.
Mm-hmm. At
Well,
least
isn't it
we're theoretically not alone wherever we are.
I'm starting to get tired of these extra dimensional spaces.
Really fun when they're like, yours. Just not so much when there's some weird ghosts.
Yeah, this place is spooky.
You can say that again. But
Roll
Essie looks at
call.
the scroll.
Yeah, but before that, roll call, just making sure everyone who isn't Kilris, Cadme, blah, or Shiva is here.
Hi there.
I'm here.
Seems to be the case.
And just making sure because I'm very scared we're gonna turn around and be like, where's Reese?
Where's Amon?
I mean, Hestia's at the back, so presumably most people are going to be in here because you have a very large dragon at the back at this point.
But
It's not like you went
Stifel-
with them.
Yeah.
Adeline is still very hungry.
Let's check out the scroll.
Unfurl the scroll. Make a spellcraft check.
I can do. Let's just have a cheeky wee guidance. And get rid of my grazed penalty. Boop, 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 boop.
It's a scroll of sea invisibility.
Oh, another one? Awesome. It's a spell I really need to learn, but I didn't want to necessarily use Amon's because it's his. Wait, you're not gonna get me this easily. We'll save to check if it's actually real. God, put no sock over my eyes, bitch.
The scroll does appear to be real, though there's something else that also occurs to you. As you look around and you realize, you can see the transparent outlines of like Kelris, Cadme, and Shiva wandering around an illusionary version of this room. They're actually here, you couldn't see them. But you can reach out and touch them if you wanted, you just couldn't see them.
Is this a spell effect, like an equivalent of a spell effect of any sort for eating it?
Yes.
and Sif will spend the 2 points to eat it. Anyone who needs to make saves against this effect next gets a +2.
But this also counts as a 4th level spell.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna recharge Dimension Door. I should have any evolution spells that might be better to recharge. No, okay, recharging Dimension Door. Hooray!
Yeah, you can see the others now, so you know they're actually not in a different dimension. They're just like invisible to everyone else's eyes.
Sif kind of looks over and just she's gonna go over to Shiva and just kind of like reach out and like whip her on the nose.
I was so hoping you wouldn't do it to Kelvis.
No, I'm smarter than to like poke someone with an axe.
Yeah, considering what happened last time, something she couldn't see touched her.
Shiva,
Yes.
a ghostly hand comes out and pokes you in the face.
She doesn't. What? She kind of pauses and stares.
You may make another will save as you're poked in the face at a +5.
With another +2. I'm assuming that's not
Yep,
adding the
you can
+2,
add that on top for +7.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah.
And the illusion shatters for Shiva as she just sees the entire world collapse back into this dusty room.
Oh, okay. Bye, Cadme.
I mean, you can still see her. You can still see her transparent form kind of moving around. So
Yeah, but me and
I guess,
Cadme
like, the
can no
others-
longer see Shiva, right?
yeah, Karis and Cadme, what you basically see is Shiva poked in the face and disappear.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, bye.
Cadme? Hey, Cadme, Shiva's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Something touched her in the face and now she's vanished.
Yeah.
You haven't attempted a will save yet, Cadme, Kirill, so you're free to make one.
I don't know, because the awkward thing is I tried to disbelieve everything earlier. I know it's a separate illusion, but I don't know whether Kelvis would do a separate will save as a result.
Like there wasn't illusions earlier. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying that you're still allowed to. But yeah, Shiva, you come back to reality, the illusion collapsing around you. And your memory's slightly foggy.
She kind of
Welcome
shakes her
back.
head, trying to clear her head. Ah, thank you. I knew that was fake.
Everything that seems too good to be true usually is. Anyway, let me just. Sifka kind of like has her cane and it has like a glove on the end, and she's just gonna like hold it out very far and then poke Kelris.
Karis, you're being poked by a ghost. It sounds like the ghost is attacking you with hot stuff.
Oh my god.
I need this cane sometimes.
I mean, two things. Karis, make a will save. Estufa, your cane is just.
Goodbye.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Karis, the bright side. You suddenly shatter out of the illusion as well.
Really, Kelris? I need that to walk. I have sore legs.
Well, what were you expecting? We're in a haunted place. Ghosts have already tried to grab me. Shiva just vanished, and then something touches me. What were you expecting?
That's why I used the cane. Anyway, Astufa picks up a splinter and then throws it at Cadme.
Cadme, you're hit with a piece of wood.
Oh god.
As you'll also be able to cascade out of the illusion.
Come on, I was in the middle of something.
Oh god damn it.
It's not gonna show you anything that they wouldn't want to show you.
Is
I
my
will save myself back into the illusion.
fumble modifier now a 4?
In that case, you just refuse to exit the illusion, refuse to make your save.
I mean, if you're not breaking anyone's legs, can you really trigger that weapon effect?
I mean, it was a nat 20.
I
Cadme
mean,
basically catches the splinter and holds up a hand for like 1 second.
it was a natural 20, it's true.
So, I mean, technically I broke the staff's legs, and I believe it would change the modifier to a 4 for a natural 1 now.
Yeah, it would.
Lord.
In that case, it was a sunder. In that case, it was a sunder, so it doesn't break Estufas, but you know.
Oh, god damn it. That was the best and the worst thing ever.
There is now also a small crater in the floor from the axe. Cadme, meanwhile, how are you feeling in this wonderful workshop of the True Time?
Good.
What do you think? What are you doing?
She's wants to find and sort of locate the spirit that's also in the room. She knows that it's there.
Why are you looking so confused?
I'm not confused. Hey.
As you suddenly see someone who was only like an inch or two taller than you, they're kind of staring at you. Their entire face is kind of like you can't really see anything about their face. It's just kind of a figure with hair.
Is this place
You know.
comfortable to you?
No,
Yeah,
it's cold.
it's very.
We're not allowed to leave.
Yeah. I mean, at least you have sort of made yourself a comfortable location. Within the cold. She gestures around herself to the workshop.
We're trapped here. We can't leave.
I gathered as much.
He points his hand at the crystal wall. We're all inside of it.
Can you walk over and touch the crystal ball?
It resonates. But with this newfound knowledge, you suddenly just see like a maelstrom of like 20 spirits inside of it.
Hmm. Can I... Oh God, it's going to be really hard to look past the spirits that are currently in there, but can I try to identify the magic involved for trapping them? Is it just an emotional effect, like a curse that's been put on them, or is it an actual, like, soul jar? Like,
If to you, it almost seems just more like their souls are sealed inside than anything.
hmm.
An actual entrapment. Though you doubt breaking it would give them peace.
Yeah,
Damn it.
no, I wouldn't.
There goes my plan.
You would need to get rid of whatever put them in there first. In this case.
I know it's going to be uncomfortable, and you made yourself a little place of comfort here, but would you mind talking to your friends and seeing if you would be willing to come with me? This place is very spooky, and having more people with me would be comforting.
I won't go upstairs. It's too scary.
I have a lot of friends here. We'll have to get you out somehow. We don't know what's going on here, and the more we can know, the better.
Attempt to diplomatize the spirit.
Yay!
The entire thing Happy
I'm
was
talking to a
built
ghost.
for.
I get a +2.
29.
No.
Can you also search that?
No.
Ah.
I can't leave by myself. It will destroy me if I try. Pauses.
Keep it safe.
Could I use you? I won't take control. I just need to hide somewhere.
It's motive.
What if I bring the... I'm going to. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. 24.
It seems sincere. They're just scared, terrified even.
Okay. Dark
Now,
question.
yes.
This is going to be overriding my current spirit.
No.
No.
Because one, it's not strong enough to overpower the old God's Gauntlet.
Okay.
And two, it's not trying to control you. However, it will consume some of Cadmi's mental focus. It will cause you to gain 1 point of influence, as you won't be able to push the old God's Gauntlet back as much with it inside as well. But
I accept.
But it will be providingly possessed in the background.
I accept then.
Okay, in which case you free this one from the soul jar at least by it being able to kind of hide in you instead.
Then I will pick up the crystal ball.
And as you do so, the illusion's going to shatter anyway.
Yep. was right. Academy says as she suddenly pops back into reality.
You might have enough information now that you could potentially conjure the spirit, force it to manifest if you had a large enough location.
Well, did it not say upstairs was a scary place? It might be up there anyway.
Conjuring the spirit and banishing it from... Conjuring and banishing is different from laying to rest. I would like to lay to rest, and so we would need to know more about what is actually holding it. We simply know what it has done, not who it is. Oh,
And
by the way,
perhaps
we have a lot of friends now. Cadby holds the crystal ball.
can you not say it like that, Cabby? Can you not say it like that, please?
We have a lot of friends now.
Yeah, don't cab me.
I'm sorry.
Calvis
But
just
yes,
pinches her
there's-
nose and sighs heavily.
Yeah. Uh, this is something of a prison. They are trapped, but they are trying to make the place more comfortable for themselves while they are trapped here. One of them managed to wiggle their way free, so they're hiding within me now.
So I was more or less right. One spirit went mad, entrapped the rest here, and caused all of this.
Right. However, the ones that are trapped are still able to affect the world around them. They're lashing out at whatever they can, but there is one that is primarily the problem.
Yeah, it's that one that threw the meat hooks at you, Stu, so don't blame the rest.
Yes, that one.
Hey, we don't know that. Maybe there's a kid in there who really likes meat hooks.
That could be true, but I doubt it.
I hope not. I suppose before we, run away, we should at least check for the rest of this lab. Maybe we'll find something important.
Well, does your passenger know anything about the other spirit here where we might look for more information on it?
I sort of pause and look up and to the left. Sort of wondering about that.
There's a brief pause as Cadme tries to get its help through. But after which you do you get an image of like shackles in your head as well as a number 4. Whatever 4 is, you can't count that high. But, I mean, you recognize the symbol.
Hey, I got 5 under wraps. It's one hand. There's, I believe, 0.4 points of bondage. I think this is one. She holds up the crystal ball. There might be 4 things bonding the people here.
That's not at all what I was asking.
Oh, sorry, what were you asking? I got distracted.
Well, if it knew anything about the spirit, because you wanted more information on the spirit to find some way to release it. So I was asking if it knew where to look.
Oh, no, I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
The number 4 appears.
I have an idea.
Well, what exactly did it show you?
It showed me a bunch of shackles and a number 4. Is there an attic?
Fourth prison cell.
Yes, that is exactly what I've been trying to say for the past 2 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it's just Cadby never actually mentioned the shackles. She just went straight on to 4 binding points. So there was nothing, well, not a lot for Karis to jump from binding points to jail cells.
Well, as soon as I saw the number 4, my first thought was prison cell 4.
Do you often think of prison cells from just random numbers?
Not often, but probably more often than you would think.
To the prison!
You need a psychiatrist.
Wait, before we leave, can we just quickly search the lab?
My
See if there's
entire
anything more
family
useful here.
does.
You can scour the lab if you want.
Might as well get as much useful things in here as we can.
Be respectful. I mean, this was someone's place of life.
Roll a perception check, Astufa.
I'm gonna use Coral. Right. Oh, right. Right. Early to remember he can take 10.
Oh, Coral can always take 10 even on wind stress. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yet
that's
he
great.
never does.
Alright. Roll a reflex save.
God damn it. Well, at least he's this. I say as he fails. He does have improved evasion, if that matters.
Koro does not find anything of particular interest searching around. There's a bunch of dusty old books, but most of them aren't any good. Oh god, the bookcase is collapsing!
Oh, I swear they mean well.
As Koro gets buried in books and planks of wood.
This would be probably a bit more of a, like, issue if he's any bigger.
Yeah, if he was bigger, it actually would have been different amounts of damage, but it turns out, he got hit with books and just kind of flies out.
Crow just kind of wiggles out and says, let's just leave. I'm sick of here.
He means well. He's just clumsy. I don't know. I can't really.
I mean, Koro didn't even touch the bookshelf. It just fell.
Whatever. I'm going to go search the prison.
All right,
See
I'll
who's coming
follow.
with. I'm going to specifically look for jail cell number 4.
Well, as you get to jail cell number 4, you notice the bars of the jail cell have been torn open, like massive strength have bent the bars.
Hmm.
On the bright side, you can get inside.
Now, hold on a moment. Reese, do you have any flour or anything? I just want to make sure there isn't going to be some kind of invisible thing waiting to jump out at me.
If it's a spirit, would the flower even stick to it?
I've got sugar.
Callers kind of brings up a good point. Do you have salt?
Not a lot, but some.
May I?
Kind of hands you half a pound of salt.
Cool. I take about, a generous handful and just toss it into the air in the room.
You see a spectral outline appear, a fragment, a figment, an echo. Outlined in salt.
Well, Cadme,
It
would you
appears.
like?
It almost looks like a soldier, down on his knees, chewing into a goblin prisoner.
Yeah. Maya just hands the rest of the salt back to Reese.
There's a horrified expression on the soldier's face. Almost like he can't understand what he's doing, but he can't stop.
Elvis looks directly at Adeline.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Istutha. Well, Cadme, I think we found another piece of whatever this puzzle is. Would you like to take a crack at it?
The ghost is still there, right?
It's an echo. It's not a true ghost, but
Okay.
the image is still there.
More like a memory, I guess.
Yes. Technically, still counts as a haunt. Just it's a passive haunt, so
Right.
Yeah, true. Is it cannibalism if it's human on ghost?
Or human on goblin.
Or goblin, yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
It's still sentient. Still eating that of a sentient criminal.
Right, okay. I thought it was only
We've
between
had
races.
this discussion many times.
Just, trust the woman related to werewolves. Yes, it counts.
Okay, you did say this is just an echo, not actually an apparition. Okay, just a moment in memory. Okay.
Something a powerful psychic significance, as it were. That kind of blend, that kind of leaked and almost scarred reality slightly. This moment was important. Maybe the first feeding.
Maybe.
The first step into maybe what you saw downstairs, the ghoulish state.
Would you guys mind if I gave something a try?
Would you explain what before you attempt it?
Sure. It is. While this isn't directly an entity, it's simply a memory of what's going on. But perhaps we could resolve the memory in a helpful way. If it's been sitting here like this, stewing away and chewing on this poor creature for decades, it's probably not healthy.
How do you resolve this?
How do you help an echo of a memory?
That's what I want to try.
I mean, there's not a lot you can really do to help this. This is something that's already happened, is the issue.
Right. But if it's been playing on repeat,
You're looking
years,
to
well, my thought
change the
is that if
memory.
it's yeah,
I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
Or at least
Ca-
give it
Cadmia
an end
attempts to-
point.
Cadmia attempts Alt F4.
Unless you plan to modify memory the ghost.
no. What I was thinking about doing is, it seems to be afflicted with like a compulsion to consume flesh. I wanted to cast out the compulsion.
That doesn't. I don't think that's going to work here. Maybe if we find the actual spirit. Like Dark said, this is just a memory. This is basically just a YouTube
Yeah, I know.
video.
YouTube video: How to eat your first goblin.
Oh
Heard
boy.
UTI.
I mean, you can see him. I mean, you can see his horrified look as he's nicely chowing down on the hunt.
The question is, what drove him to do this in the first place? Well, obviously, considering the amulet and stuff, I'm guessing he had a sweetheart at some point, which he lost. Possibly.
I mean, I love you all very, very much, but it wouldn't drive me to eat you.
People go to other things. I'm thinking possibly turn to the dark gods to try and bring her back somehow. Got cursed by Ogathurwa, went on a eating spree. Only managed to find actual sustenance when he was eating like other sentient creatures. Went further insane, etc., etc. Got to this point,
Kelris,
and now I'm going to be attacked by a spirit.
make a sense motive check.
Do.
Also make a reflex save.
Right, I will do my sense motive first. Why do I only have one rank in that? Holy shit. 23, not bad.
You don't feel like all of the words you said were quite right, but you can almost feel like the heartbeat of the building shift slightly during some of your words.
Which bits?
Just about his beloved. Shifted it quite a lot.
So he did have a beloved.
And that somehow influenced all of this.
Right.
Hold on,
You don't think you got Hal right.
Oh, that reflex is bad.
Also, Kelris, since the building can't attack you spiritually,
it's gonna drop something on me.
ceiling.
Yeah, I told you all this would happen.
Yeah, so some bricks fall down from the ceiling at you.
Yeah,
You take 5 damage.
I'm not good enough for meat hooks, Istusa. I just get bricks thrown at me.
But it can't because it can't use the magical power of the meat hooks against you.
I have an idea. what if the person always had the cannibalistic urges, and when they lost their beloved, they lost the reason to not give in and consume the beloved so as to always be with them, and then they just lost control.
Are you suggesting like they're already a ghoul, and they were not eating people due to someone's wanting them not to?
Not necessarily a ghoul, maybe not completely turned undead and such, but like how lycanthropes have. No, I'm using that because of Maya's here. Because lycanthropes have the urge to pass on their curse bite others, some people are born with the desire to eat flesh of sentience, or they develop it further through life. It's not a very common thing, but it's a possibility.
I feel like
Okay, I think we're not.
there's a story in my head that I cannot remember because the pain in my chest is also incredibly great. But this is tickling some bones somewhere and it feels very familiar.
God damn it. Sorry, go ahead.
What was it with tickling the bones?
No, I haven't set up these side buttons on my mouse properly since I reinstalled my computer, and I keep accidentally using them to go back on the website.
Oh, that. I feel you.
And now I have to wait for Roll20 to load again.
Should be instantaneous for us.
So you say that, but it doesn't mean what you think it means.
That's fair.
But continue.
Perhaps, although we found the apparition within the prison, does anyone want to actually go see if there's anything else inside there?
Can we look around? I mean, unless we can get an idea of what actually happened, then I don't. And I could, try to get some idea, but I'm a bit preoccupied right now. I got a lot going on.
Like, what I'm thinking. There's a lot of spirits in here, so I'm thinking the spirit thing is perhaps not like a pre-existing condition. It feels like how many situations do spirits, this many spirits it appears, get trapped within a building? It usually is only at sites of great death, and well, I mean, I suppose he could have had some spirit within him or such previous to the massacre that happened here.
I can't actually ask this any questions. I'm a bit preoccupied right now. I'm sorry.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I
Well,
can't ask it, but I can ask the world.
well, I could ask it. Though yours is probably safer. And while I couldn't channel its memories, I could get one of you to.
I think I like Reese's option a lot better.
That's fair.
The question is, what do we want to ask?
What happened with its loved one? It tried to drop a building on me when I brought that up. It must be a strong connection.
Academy's gonna crouch down in front of the image and look around the person who's eating the goblin's neck. Is the locket there?
Roll me perception.
38 plus 2 against spirits, so 40.
There is the locket on him. But there's something else. There is almost like a human bite mark on his arm.
Oh. This is the guy who owned the locket, but he seems afflicted. It bites on his arm.
Oh god. Was his lover the ghoul? And it bit him and spread the curse?
The entire tower rumbles.
Oh shit! I'm pretty sure I hit it on the nose there.
I mean,
Keris,
Mm-hmm.
you suddenly see some of the chains in the wall just kind of dislodge themselves and just launch themselves in your direction. You get out of the way, but you just then fire across the room. The tower seems upset.
Yeah, I really pissed it off this time.
Isn't necessarily go. Sorry, could Mustafa make any sort of check to see if there's like I don't think this is a go considering like what happened here. Is there any other kind of could you make a check to see if there's any kind of other creature that like this could be other than a ghoul? Because this doesn't feel like nor at least not normal ghoul sort of situation. This feels like something more infectious and powerful.
So
Like a gas?
just stating for the record, seeing as the house is really hating me right now, Karis is going full defense until further notice.
Fair enough. But you can make a religion check.
Okay, girl.
Can I attempt to aid?
I would also not mind aiding, although I
Aid,
can't. I mean, I
aid
can't
or
fail.
make your own check or whatever.
I guess I can make my own check, huh?
Yeah,
It's just 'cause-
I'll.
What's your bonus?
Mine?
Both of you.
Well,
Coral has a +9.
I have a plus 15,
Okay.
and I have Hestia, so I technically have a plus 17.
You aid Shiva or Hiss or whoever who's had it. Coral's gonna do his own, but I'll aid him because I can't fail. Give guidance.
Okay, I guess I'll just aid.
I'm gonna be the person I always am also bestow inside myself.
Oh my legit of a sage from America, damn it.
Why do I keep rolling really well? I don't. I only have a +5 in religion. It doesn't. Never mind. No, don't. That doesn't count. I wouldn't know anything about this.
I knew you wouldn't, but I just wanted to see Cadme show them up on a religion check.
No, Cadby would have no reason to know anything about undead.
They cheated.
Presumable undead.
And they knows
Right.
a little bit about undead. Hey,
I mean,
nice.
she knows a lot about spirits. They are undead.
Not quite the same, but yes.
Cadme knows incorporeal undead.
Yeah. Haunts, in particular. And Bahamut, because she talked to a priest for 12 hours.
This sounds more like corruption. There are stories out there that sometimes, just rarely, when powerful magic is used, especially that of death magic, that it can linger, it can leave a trace. It can infect one person, but what they turn into, well, it may, or by all purposes, appear like a ghoul, is slightly off from it. Where instead, it's almost just more the idea of a ghoul, the illness of a ghoul. And then for each they spread, the madness continues, the darkness continues, each one becoming closer and closer and bound into this dark corruption that weaves itself through reality. It's not simple madness, it's magic, it's curse. It's somewhere between a curse and true undeath. A state of eternal limbo, perhaps the corruption is. And it's a rare one to be for sure. But Urgathoa's magic would certainly be capable of this. That's beyond a doubt. Slowly corrupted over time into becoming a ghoul from a bite mark from its own beloved.
But who was the
It's very
beloved?
depressing.
Eating his entire soldier regiment, who were likely his closest family to him.
Well, it would be enough to turn anyone insane. Try not to get bitten, guys.
But given, of course, they weren't actually a ghoul, the result might have been after they died, they instead became a powerful spirit instead, a wraith or something similar.
I wouldn't worry about me, Kelris.
Yeah, because the first thing we need is you going even more insane.
No, I just mean I already know how to deal with that kind of hunger.
So do I. And she lifts her axe.
Adeline,
That is very rude.
Mm-hmm.
roll me a will save.
Uh-huh. 17's not bad.
Better this time, better than one.
Uh-huh.
Adeline still doesn't feel fully satisfied, no matter what she's eaten so far. It's distressing.
What about Yori?
And Yuri's fine for the moment. But Adeline certainly feels a dread driving over her as she just kind of looks at, like, Estufa and just sees, like, the flesh on her neck and the blood dripping.
She does that thing where she looks at someone and they like turn into a chicken leg.
Yeah, pretty much. But you are not compelled to do anything. You have enough willpower to hold back.
Reese, do you have any more food?
I'm out.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Essie, do you?
More important,
Beer
Essie,
telling,
is do you know any way of curing this? Because she looks sideways at Adeline.
By the way, do I
Oh.
notice it's dark now?
What? Adeline's behavior?
Yeah.
Maybe. She is licking her lips at Estufa.
I grab Adeline by the collar.
Eh,
Take the
Had
blue
me.
orb. Place it against her forehead. Boom! Cast out.
I mean, Adeline, congratulations. I will tell you, this will automatically dispel the affliction.
yay.
It'll
What is the
hurt.
downside, Cadme?
I know, it's gonna be damage,
Would you like
but
to roll
Take
the
8
downside?
That and you probably vomit from overeating like a motherfucker.
that's fine. I'm not even
Oh,
taking
that's not
penalties.
okay. Sorry, that was not the damage. Actually,
Actually,
same number anyways. Good.
Good
Yeah.
job.
As basically,
That's
like,
okay.
Adeline has this, like, white burn marks all over her. But the feeling's gone. She doesn't feel hungry now. Actually, now she feels really full.
Get me.
Yeah, as you shake your head and you see Academy's eyes sort of fade from the blue down to back to her yellow state. Hi.
Thank you, Cadme. Ugh. I ate 4 days worth of rations.
You did, and you swallowed that gum.
And my cakes.
You might want to
Well,
be
I mean,
careful. You
I
might
can
get a
eat
little
for a
thirsty.
while.
you might want to sit down. That was a lot of food.
Yeah.
But yes, the group probably does have now
I think
enough.
my uncle would be impressed.
Yes. To Cadme's mind, though, the group probably definitely has enough information now that they could not only conjure the spirit, but try to put it to rest, potentially. Like, calm it to rest. Though, that said, given its state, it may try fighting you before you can put it to rest. It would be kind of upset right now, for good reason.
that's fine.
You have been poking around inside of its head, basically.
We can deal with it being angry.
Adeline, hold this. I hand her the crystal ball. Not my orb, but the crystal ball.
Okay. Bye.
I don't mean any offense, but you're a bit, how to put it, susceptible? If you get afflicted, maybe these people will get up enough bravery to help you push through.
That would be nice.
Oh, yes, Adeline. You're no longer fatigued. Congratulations.
Yay.
You are, however, sickened right now.
Damn it.
You did overeat and didn't sate your
That's
hunger.
worse.
Hey, hang on. I might have something for this. And Keris rummages in her pack for a moment before pulling out a vial of something and handing it to Adeline. Here, it should help with the sickness.
Remove sickness.
It's the anti-nausea potion I found in the tunnels beneath the circle tower.
That's been a while.
That's been a while.
He hands you a bottle of strange liquid. Do you drink?
Yeah, Adeline will sip it. Just sip it to perception it. See what it
It
tastes
tastes like terrible medicine.
Yeah,
You know medicine always tastes bad.
And she drinks it.
Congratulations, you are no longer sickened.
I have to admit, I have no idea what the effect of this will be. It was in an abandoned tunnels underneath the circle tower that had been abandoned for I don't know how long. These were very old potions, and they just sort of had a label on that said these things.
You no longer. The good news is you no longer feel sickened.
Uh-huh.
So congrats on that.
That's good.
Bad news, you do think it does kind of burn on the way down.
Yeah.
You take 6 points of damage.
Oh.
But hey, you're no longer sickened.
It's fine.
That stuff wasn't just nasty, that hurt, Caloris.
Sometimes medicine has to hurt to make you better.
Yeah, but generally not stuff you drink.
I helped Adeline up.
Eh.
I probably forced her to the ground while doing it.
I'll spend 2 rounds of bardic performance.
Yay. Thank you, Reese.
Yeah, I had that potion for so long, but I never actually had a use to use it myself.
Also, Essie.
Yeah.
I spent 2 rounds of bardic performance.
I'm cursed.
Wow, you just suck at being healed today.
Yep.
We should go upstairs.
Yeah, you have a full collection of skulls now.
Do we want to deal with... I mean, I suppose, like, it's still gonna be angry tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes. It's never going to stop being angry unless we deal with it one way or the other.
Oh, also,
If
I
anything,
take the-
dealing with it sooner might be better because
Let's do that.
I also take the locket that we found, and I'm going to tie that also around Adeline's neck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Feel free to move yourself to the top floor.
Woohoo!
We will. Oh, okay.
Warning, the floor is a little bit unstable.
Yeah.
There's many holes.
Where's the stairs up?
Probably those stairs.
Ah, there. Okay.
You're on the top floor, it doesn't go any higher than this.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Sorry.
I'm not prepared for this.
Where do we... Is that a green body on the table?
yeah, it looks like it's just rotten.
No, it's not a green body.
Huh.
I'll rotate it, because it actually might be easier to see that.
Is it
Oh, it's armor.
armor?
Yes.
I thought it was armor at first, but considering the theme, I thought it was just a headless body.
Nope.
Yeah.
It is armor.
Right, so Cadme, are you going to be conjuring this thing, or is it just going to
I'm
randomly
gonna say
appear?
yes.
Because basically, Karis is going to try and position herself between Cadme and wherever this thing's going to conjure, but if we don't know where it's going to appear yet, that's exactly, we don't know where it's going to appear. Or just stick close by.
I just need to know. I just need to make it feel like it needs to be here. So,
Which possibly might be make it angry.
right.
And I'll also state for the record, Karis is putting her mask on, the wonderful mask that actually bears the symbol of Kine. Which I'm sure the spirit won't hate at all.
Adeline, I'm sorry. Can you come here?
Alright,
Sorry,
sure.
I'm gonna need this necklace.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. And I'm bad with fire. Could you light the beacon?
I might just cast Spark. See if it lights.
Fuel in it.
Hmm.
Someone look for fuel.
Amaya just takes the Mace of Destruction and looks at the table next to her. I think I can handle that.
As the checkers go flying into the board.
Oh, okay. Right.
I mean, we could just use a table.
I mean, there's fuel now.
Okay.
And, just a flask of oil to make sure it lights properly, and click, fingers, light.
The darkness effect immediately is dispelled.
Woo, we can see.
Yay, light.
Also, now Cadney would like to take the amulet and hold it above the fire.
You hold the amulet above the fire. The building groans slightly.
Can't run away. You have to face it. We're happy to help you face it, but you can't do it alone, and not like this.
They need more encouragement.
Amaya will just take a dagger, cut one of her hands and just feel like, oh no, I'm bleeding. All this nice tasty blood's going to waste.
What is
4 damage.
What?
It's cannibal flesh eating blood. I can see where she's coming from.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, fair.
I mean, that means you've done the girlfriend, blood, Kine.
Yeah, Kellis is just going to start quite loudly saying prayers for protection and putting spirits to rest and blah blah.
She was gonna quote what's with an amulet. Or locket, rather.
What's that?
She was just gonna directly quote and locket and Oren.
Alright, didn't we have that Ergotho and Idol
thing?
Yes, we did.
Great, that! I cast it into the fire.
As the building's heartbeat begins to accelerate, you sense something's coming.
Kelvis does not stop saying her prayers as she readies her axe.
I'm going to go ahead and... Shit. Is this a thing I can do as a magus?
Also, Dark, just quick question. Have any of the runes on my armor lit up again yet?
Not yet.
Damn it.
Then again, you've only been wearing it for like an hour.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting, but it's something I need to know going into combat.
Damn it.
Okay.
I didn't have that prepared.
In that case, its surprise round's going to activate. Well, I say surprise round. It doesn't get very much of one, but it,
And Cadmiax first.
Yeah. Cadmi, you'll be starting regardless. But everyone please roll initiative.
Wish I had prepared Force Sword today.
I wish I had anything that could affect anything that is either incorporeal or undead.
Wow, so Shiva, then Reese, then me, then Cadmi. We got some good initiatives this time. Unfortunately, it's a spirit, so we'll probably have plus 50.
Probably.
I mean, who knows?
Got magic missile, if nothing else.
I still beat it.
That's 5 of them.
And where's the main haunt? You can do it. I believe in you.
Well, it could just be the one bit accent wall.
I get the feeling that'll be our hidden role.
Or it could be the various aspects of what was attached to the amulet.
It could also be various aspects.
I hope it is
That- Yeah, that would actually make... there you go.
There it is.
Wait, sorry, that roll was wrong. Because it does have a high bonus than the rest of poltergeists, so I need to up that slightly. Its roll is 22. There you go. All sorted.
So first thing first, Cadmi sees these starting to lift off the ground. And Blessing of Fervor.
Thank you.
You get to act in the surprise round, so blessing of favour.
Thank
Please
you.
touch your
I
target.
love you so much.
Everybody except Astutha, Koro, Adelie, and Yuri.
So this section. Yes.
Because, only 30 feet apart, and luckily Hestia is exactly 30 feet away from me.
Yep. I mean, Yuri and Adeline's close enough to you, but not to Hestia.
Correct.
In which case, the only surprise round actor will take their turn right now.
What symbol should I use for blessing? That one, I guess.
I would use the heart.
The heart works.
Oh, actually. I just realised there was one missing actor from the enemy team. It's fine.
That was my last second level spell.
There you go. But now, the enemy will. There's one enemy actor will act, and flying out of the floor, smashing through some of it. Cadme, you are not flat-footed, as it turns out, but it is going to make an attack roll against you.
Okay.
29.
Hit.
Jeez, they have a good bonus.
That's 12 damage. And that is 15 versus CMD.
Failure.
You were not grappled. However, there is now a meat hook floating in front of
Oh.
It's the meat hooks.
you. It's oddly blunt.
It's got a cork on it.
It does. It's currently doing bludgeoning damage instead of piercing damage.
I helped.
I have a dumb plan.
Now initiative takes normal order. Shiva, you'll be first to act.
I have very limited I can do because I can't see anything, obviously.
I mean,
you can see a meat hook.
I mean, the floating meat hook has a shadow at least. So that's something.
Aha!
True.
It has a shadow. You can shadow trap it.
That's actually true. Yeah,
Lo-
sure. She was gonna shadow trap the meat hook.
Long as it has a shadow, you can shadow trap it, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it's correct. Oh yes. Also, knowledge. What would I need for these?
Religion and what's the DC?
My DC for my shadow trap is I think 17. Let me make sure. Yes, correct.
I love that. I did just say that as a joke, and it's like that actually works on them.
Unfortunately, they succeeded. It's
Mhm.
That's the
amazing
nice
how I
thing
will
about
save.
poltergeists. They require objects.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really bad roll too. Oh well. I have Hestia to fall back on for that roll.
Okay. You're not entirely sure at the moment. You think it's possessing objects? Like, it's only possessing objects around. None of these are its actual body. But, I mean, destroying them's not going to help too much. So they're still susceptible. They're still susceptible to negative energy. So, positive energy. So that's good.
Do
Okay.
your thing, Reese.
Otherwise, Shiva cannot act.
It's a helmet.
This tiny-sized poltergeist is going to fly into Adeline.
What size is the helmet?
Tiny,
Oh, I mean, like, creature.
medium.
Okay.
Literally flying off the medium suit of armor.
Lovely.
It's going to make an attack against you.
All right.
$15 versus AC, which technically you haven't acted yet.
Really?
But,
Actually, it doesn't matter. It still misses.
as the helmet kind of just flies past.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Yeah, as it's a tiny size creature, it can share your space.
I don't like being attacked by hats.
Meat Hook!
Meat
Meat
Hook.
Hook is going to attack Cadme.
Okay.
Meat Hook is a bastard.
Miss.
Sad Meat Hook.
What is
From one of
that?
the tables, a mug seems to animate itself.
Damn it, why couldn't you have smashed that table?
Shiva,
Yes.
this will be versus your CMD.
Okay, I don't have that.
29.
I
Hey.
think that hits.
Hey,
You are
Shiva.
blinded by ale being sprayed in your eyes.
Shiva,
That's James's move. What the
You're-
fuck?
you're being mugged.
Oh my god, stop.
The mug will then fly into the hole in the floor to hide.
Oh, you get.
Sneaky mug.
That's the only viable option is to smash the entire floor.
Yeah, what's your CMD?
Mine?
Yeah, your CMD.
Let me check.
I know it beat you, but how much?
I mean, it's 10, so
The CMD is 10.
yes.
Jesus.
Is it more than that?
How?
You get Bab and Dex to it.
Well, hold on. Sorry, it's 16.
16.
I forgot that
okay.
I had blinded on. I didn't think about that. Now it's 10,
Okay.
so.
You're blinded for 4, or until you spend a standard action to wipe the beer out of your eyes. Estufa,
I'm being attacked by a dog or some weird other object.
It's a
you know
stuffed
how
platypus.
you know how many places that like do hunting keep like stuffed versions of animals on the wall?
Yep.
Well, you're being attacked by a stuffed
I knew it!
Okay.
I didn't think that was actually a platypus, but it actually was.
the stuffed platypus.
Plattergeist. No.
Well, I can tell you now, it's not gonna miss me.
That hits.
I mean, he could have nat one, he could have missed.
Yeah, but like 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna.
You'll take 8 points of damage.
Go recast Lost Life.
In addition, you have to make me a fortitude save.
Yep.
Poison.
I can't just. Yeah, it's poison. But that's coral.
And you cannot poison objects.
Damn. I wasn't sure if I could do it to even Volvermian. Good.
You resist the platypus poison.
Admittedly, platypus poison isn't exactly potent. From what I
No,
remember.
it's not. It just deals non-lethal damage every round, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clonk, 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 clonk. Oh, too far away.
Oh, you can't get one more clonk.
I can spend stamina.
Now you can clonk them all. You could even argue that it would go through the hole in the ground and hit the mug.
It would.
Boop.
That's 17 damage to the helmet. That's 17 damage to the mug and 17 damage to the platypus.
Take
Good.
that,
What about the hook?
platypus.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so-
so
it's, yeah, it's right there.
it blends in really well.
It really
the
does.
The hook sadly only takes half that.
Oh.
8 damage.
Well, it's a start.
Shiva,
Yes.
actually, it's not for you in particular. Hestia
Yeah, okay, yes.
is going to have a hand reach out of the ground and grab her. Or try.
Oh no!
Oh, really? It's going to do the whole stay under the ground thing.
That's 16 versus touch.
Come on,
Okay, that's it. To be
I
fair.
can't. I
Hestion's
can't
bad
do my.
touch.
I can't do my dumb plan
Yes.
if you stay there.
Make a fortitude save.
Oh wow,
Oh.
that's good.
Bad touch, bad touch.
Hestia suddenly looks like somehow like she's a dragon who's like aged like an old grandmother would have.
Huh.
Gaining wrinkles and like having like wounds kind of split open. They've not like healed properly, and almost like she got a really bad back.
Hmm.
And she's seemingly corrupted by the ghost. She takes 19 points of damage. No DR can affect this.
Okay.
But that will end its turn.
Annoyingly, if it's going to keep hiding under the ground, I can't do my dumb plan.
Needs more encouragement to come out.
Yeah. Can we just burn that amulet already? I guess I'm just going to have to beat up the meat hook.
I mean, you can smash the floorboard and send Hestia down several floors.
I could, but I don't want Hestia down several floors. Either I want to be down there, or it wants to be up here.
Yeah, just drop the dragon on Sven. That'll go great.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get a lightning bolt shooting straight back up through the tower.
Hestia looks at Sun and goes, "This is what happens when you hit on my mom."
Just saying, if you randomly start shooting lightning upwards, you might be in trouble.
Well, I guess Kelis is going to do her usual standby plan and protect Cadme. She'll move there, and I guess she's just going to axe the meat hook. I really wanted my plan, but oh well. I don't have any bonuses on any of that, so... Yeah, yuck.
The meat hook punches you.
I fall prone.
You do fall prone. Fumble.
Damn it.
Wait. Didn't you reset that by getting a critical?
No,
No,
the
we
critical...
didn't on that.
The critical makes it worse. I have to spend like 1,000 gold to make it better.
Yeah.
And I guess my blessing will just be for more AC.
I mean, technically, you could spend the blessing to get up as a swift action.
I could have also spent it to get an extra attack, but then I needed a full round to do that. But yeah, you know, I'm not using my swift actions for anything else right now. So yeah, I'll swift action, stand up, blessing, yay.
Polter hook will come after you.
No,
Also,
no,
even-
no. Blessing lets me stand up with a swift action without provoking.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, whenever not like an incorporeal creature comes out of an object to attack, you can you can still attack them.
Yeah.
You do have a right attack.
You can technically ready an attack to slash it.
Yeah.
And they won't get any benefit of cover or anything because they have to come out of the object to touch you.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to be hitting these things anyway.
Right, now for the Poltergob. Why is it Poltergob? Because as you're very quickly... Yeah, it's the skull of a goblin. That's going to come out of the ground and flank. I see.
Of course. Oh, yes, again, cannot really miss.
You take 7 points of damage
Uh-huh.
and roll me a will save.
Oh, okay. That I can deal with.
You feel it do something to your head, but you're able to resist whatever it was doing.
Is it a spell effect of any sort?
No.
Oh.
I will say mechanically, because you at least know this, every single time you take damage from the Poltergob, it deals intelligence damage to you. So that's fun.
Ouch, okay.
But as it stood, you managed to resist. Cadme, there are ghosts and spirits, and well, mostly poltergeists.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Would I know if these poltergeists are apparitions of the main haunt, or would that only be the phantom?
only the Phantom is the main haunt. These are mostly potentially weaker spirits. It's basically enthralled, control undead, essentially.
Okay. So if I was going to use Haunt Channeler, I'd have to touch the Phantom.
Mm-hmm. Which right now it's still doing stealth tactics.
Right.
If we can
Actually,
stop the stealth tactics, we have plan.
I mean, you'll have to find some way to make sure it can't just go through the floor.
Yeah. I mean, the peanut gallery, I was suggesting just blow up the floor, but I think we kind of need the floor as well.
I mean, you can blow up the floor, that is an option.
Yeah, but we're kind of standing on it.
Well, try not to stand on the floor.
We're not all Astusa.
I have an
I mean,
idea for making it not be able to be under the floor.
5-foot step. Haunt Channeler the Plotter Hook.
What does that allow you to do?
It allows me to make a touch attack against the creature, dealing 1d6 points of damage per 2 haunt to the spirit per 2 medium levels I possess, and ask it a single question.
Okay.
It may respond in any way it wants.
Okay.
This is a touch attack.
Yep. That hits the hook.
It takes 8 damage. I will ask, what is the name of the person who has you thralled?
It can answer however it likes.
Let me help you. Okay, no. Let me help you. Who is the name of the person who has you thralled?
The hook swings at you as you ask that, though you're able to step to the side easy enough. Though weirdly, where the hook hit the ground, there is seemingly almost a letters carved where it slammed into the ground. One moment. Just gonna get you the name.
His name is Bob.
Daniel.
Jameson.
Jose.
Rodrigo.
Billiam.
Charlie.
Anyway, you took your action.
Yep. Swift action. Make me a will save.
For what?
Using my butterfly orb to entangle it with spiritual energies.
That's a fail.
Failure. It's now entangled, and its butterflies wrap around it and pin it in the air. You're basically holding it still.
It's entangled, you say?
Yes.
That makes flying more.
It does.
Suddenly, there's a loud clonk as the meat hook just kind of falls down 4 floors.
Oh, I mean, sure.
It was literally right over a hole.
I mean, the entanglement was a flying entanglement, so I guess. But
I mean,
that works too.
I mean, it's still interfering with it, so.
Yeah.
Really, technically, it says any flying creature has a chance of falling if it can't make a fly check, and it cannot make skill checks.
Oh, bye. Thank you.
He'll be back.
Move action, mobile bulwark. Me and
It can't make skill checks, so.
You skip Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri and Adeline.
Adeline's going to just point at the helmet and sign to Yuri, grab, and Yuri's going to try and grapple the helmet.
Oh, this could get interesting.
Meow.
You're technically grappled to the helmet.
All right. Well,
I'd hope so. It's a tiny-sized creature.
and if I'm right, whenever you successfully activate a grapple, you get to do one of the things that you can normally do with the grapple?
Not on the first round, no.
Okay, so basically Yuri's turn's done.
Yeah, but on all subsequent rounds, when she maintains the grapple, she can also do extra cool shit.
Thank you, Yuri. Hold on to it. All right, Adeline turn. Adeline is going to move action. Go over here and hang upside down. Looking under the floor.
There's a large gaping hole and a rather terrifying-looking phantom.
Hi, Phantom. Guess what? Have a gift. And Adeline is going to load a ghost salt bolt. And spend Hunter's Trick to increase the size. This. Large. Let's see. What else can I do? What else do I
I will also
have?
require you to make a climb check to do this maneuver, just so you're aware.
I have a climb speed right now. So,
Okay, you'll still have to make the climb check, but you'll probably succeed.
yes, I will.
Yes, because you get
It's
a
just the fact that-
+8.
It's just the fact that you will be hanging just by your legs because you will have to use both hands during your. I presume you can use both hands during your.
Yes, absolutely. I have to. Because it's a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you're using one hand, it was fine, but with both hands, like what you're holding on with.
No, she's basically got her legs wrapped around this beam.
The point is failure, and you also get to have the long fall. For sure, you're hanging on.
Yeah, alright. 1 sec, I'm checking something. Actually, no, I don't want to do that anyway. So, yep, I'm just going to shoot it with a large ghost salt bolt. Thunk!
You do not think it's happy with you.
Good. Adeline just sticks her tongue out at it.
I mean, the fire didn't do very much, but the rest of it is pretty good.
Oh, actually, the vital strike damage is actually. I forgot. Oh, god damn it! Same thing. Really? Hi.
Now, old woman Hestia.
I'm a little upset about this, not gonna lie. I mean, Hestia more is.
This is not a great environment for Hestia.
It's 5. I'm gonna 5-foot step her so I can think this map this out in my head.
I mean, do you want me to figure out how long that distance is for you?
I got it. It's. Would she,
Nice.
does she
Nice,
technically be able to fit? Yeah, it's technically able to fit there.
You can.
Okay.
It's just really uncomfortable.
Okay. I'll just. Why does it always do that?
No spreading out of her fins.
I don't know why her HP always does that when I change it the way I do. Hold on, I'm gonna fix something in a second. Anyways, I'll use Bossing Up River for the extra movement to get over here.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, do I count as flanking with you?
I believe I have a dagger, so as
So,
much as
yes.
I can't hurt a single thing with it, yes, I
I
guess
actually don't know if I've ever actually flanked with Hestia. Hold on. Whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Add flanking bonus to that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
Can you intimidate undead?
Not typically.
Usually not.
Depends if they're intelligent.
On the other hand, just Hestia now has a chew toy of a stuffed platypus.
Yeah, I can't hit the other thing anyways, so. Well, I can try intimidating it.
I can deal with it.
Can I intimidate the goblin helmet? Let's find out. Well, Hestia's considerably larger than it. And to the
Right.
chew toy of one of its, lackeys, I suppose, so.
It doesn't seem phased.
I didn't think so.
Shiva. Actually, no. This will be from Reese. As the last of the Polter Sword
Shank.
Ow.
Ooh.
Well, that was kind of rude.
Really was.
That was nearly a crit from the Polar Sword as well.
Hmm.
Which takes 8 points of damage. Let's see. What was the special effect of the Polar Sword? Oh, right, yes. And the Polar Sword also inflicts 2 points of bleed.
Oof.
It's only 2 points. He'll be fine. Maya.
Because all the poltergeists have something special they can do.
Alright, well, swift action, activate Kieran style, 5-foot step, Blessing of Fervor for more attacks. And I'm gonna wail on this fucking sword for stabbing my little brother with the Mace of Destruction.
You're not exactly going for the spirit, you're just destroying what it's inhabiting.
Oh right, I don't have the Mace of Destruction. You took it to me to break the table. Okay. I don't have a weapon. Great. Let's do this.
Borrow a weapon.
I have a great sword on my back you can borrow.
I can't wield it.
Do you have touch attacks? These are
I
all
know,
spirits.
I'll make it with things work.
I'm just saying the greatsword is bigger than her in every way.
She could totally still use it.
It's nearly bigger than her in. I mean, actually, you do have a melee weapon, the stone gauntlet itself.
Oh right, yeah, I can punch the shit out of someone.
Because it turns out that is a magical weapon. You can punch people with your fist.
I'm going to go ahead and add 3 stamina to that first attack.
Okay.
So it becomes 18, 19, 28.
Yes.
I mean, there's now a broken longsword on the ground.
The thing is,
As you beat up the polter sword.
yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure how many of these poltergeists we're actually getting rid of, or how many of them are just going to inhabit a different item.
I think it's the latter.
Yeah.
But can't do much else.
Hey,
But
if
it
it
does
runs
take
if it runs out of crap, it has to fight us directly.
First of
Well,
all,
it's kind of getting
Coral,
shot by Adeline, even though it's not
Look,
fighting directly.
Look, all it has to do, all you have to do is get it to get rid of every object weighing 5 pounds or less in this entire building.
Coral's first of all going to breathe fire. I need a DC 15 reflex save from this skull.
Ooh, Koro actually did damage for once.
He does damage plenty of times. So it
No,
takes
he
8
doesn't.
fire damage. He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does. No, it needs to be attack roll to use A1's ability anyway. I don't think that'd actually work next. Doesn't have anatomy or anything. What the fuck can I do?
Actually, you
Just
can sneak attack objects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just I don't think it works with fire breath.
No.
I have no idea what Stiff will do because like she's just not
Can
going to be dealing with undead and
Can she heal it?
not right now, or at least not if it take attack opportunity.
Pour a potion over it.
I'd rather not. Your piercing scream doesn't work on objects.
A line of salt.
Oh, she does have this actually. She's gonna pilfer from Coral the Wand of Burning Hands and use that. I need a DC 12 reflex save. Well, it succeeds, so it takes 3 damage.
It doesn't. You don't think it takes any damage due to the hardness.
Hardness?
Yeah, it's an object.
Doesn't. Oh, right, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
hardness
energy
works
damage.
Yeah, all damage.
Mm-hmm. And hardness is typically
Include-
doubled against energy types a lot of the time.
I forget. Is hardness works against force damage as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Unless otherwise specified, because as I said, all objects only have something they're weak against force points, but
Yeah.
but against all other energy types has double the hardness. So
Yeah, it's the one thing I could do, so whatever.
because that bone doesn't burn that well. So
I mean, it does pulp.
it also doesn't have a lot of hardness though, so you know it kind of balances in some senses.
Don't worry, you just need to get far enough away to where Hesty.
And I'm working on it.
Shiva, there's beer in your eyes. It stings.
I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out the beer in my eyes, I guess.
Hey, where'd Hestia?
I'm getting the fuck away from this hole. So I'm gonna...
You're running away from the polterboos?
Yeah, it seems like a wise idea. I'm gonna move over here.
Yes,
all I'm
go
gonna do.
go to where the Phantom Lost was.
My
Ah.
helmet.
I think it's a better name for a porter. Polter?
It's a portergeist.
Portergeist, yeah.
No, that would be if I was using a large porting trolley instead.
No, porter as in the drink, as in a type of booze.
I know, but no.
Oh.
You're
Anyway.
grappled.
The porter helm is going to try and reverse the grapple.
It tries to slip itself over Yori's head.
Yes, pretty much. So this will be versus Yuri CMD. No,
No.
Yeah.
Wow,
no,
really
that is
no?
in fact a miss.
it tried.
Yeah.
Gave it an effort.
It would have had to do pretty well because it's got deep.
Look, it would have been funnier though if it had used its helmet possession on Yuri.
That would have been silly.
Because it tried to possess you before.
I know. That's why I had Yuri grab it.
Anyway, polter hook, you're no longer a problem. Polter booze.
That's a platygeist.
Nope.
Ah, polter. Yeah, okay, polter booze.
The polter booze are going to fly back out of the hole,
Sorry.
and it's going to try and blind him. 20 versus a nice CMD.
That's a good question. Nope.
Damn it! And since it missed, it can't cleave onto Reese with more booze.
If it had rolled one higher, it would have met.
By the way, yes, it has cleaving dirty trick,
Nice.
but only to blind.
Ugh.
Well, it's Reese's turn. Please
Well-
kill some phantoms.
Sounds like a good idea.
Because he can
I'll
actually...
spend 2 rounds. I'll spend 2 rounds of Bardic Performance to do a melee touch attack against it.
Hmm.
Because now I have a Cure Light Wounds in my hand. And I can do that against each creature once per day. Oh, hi! I'll give myself +2 to hit on this. It's 14. I missed the mug.
Mm.
I'm still, however, holding the Cure Light Wounds in my hand. So, you know.
Yay.
Yep.
Come on, Charlie. Come on.
Adeline,
Mhm.
you see from underneath it just charges you.
Oh, hi. That's
Oh,
so-
yes.
You're currently climbing.
I am, yes.
A creature climbing is automatically flat-footed.
I'm not flat-footed, I just lose my dex.
Fine, you lose your dex. So the point is you can't really dodge because you're kind of hanging upside down.
Yeah, I know.
Look, you shot it.
I know. Oh, God. Okay, well. Yes, that does hit.
I mean, it's flat-footed touch.
Yeah,
make a
it
fort
needed
save.
to not roll a 1.
But yeah, make a fort save. Come on, you can resist.
Yeah, I can actually.
You'll
Can
take
it
half.
go?
You'll take half damage from its corrupting touch.
Go away. Jesus.
14.
Ah. So glad I have endurance.
Also, by the way, you can now see the ghost right there below you.
Cadme, it's over here.
It does have cover from people on the surface, but you know you can see it.
Do I do my incredibly dumb plan?
Plunging attack. Plunging attack.
How far is it down to the next floor if I jump?
From where you are right now.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 feet.
No, if you look at the battlements map
Yeah.
from this. This floor down, that's a bit longer distance.
Mm.
Because the floors of the tower are fairly large, actually.
Okay, it's
Let's
probably
see.
like 20.
The battlement is 25 feet. Though, given the fact that this is going to be a very unstable landing, given given it might also be room below, basically kind of 30 feet of damage.
Okay, that I can handle that. Adeline won't count as flanking with me, annoyingly, which
No,
sucks.
I have a ranged weapon.
I mean, it's not like
Exactly,
you-
and
you
it's
sneak
not a
attack
straight line, really.
I mean, you can't sneak attack a ghost anyway.
Oh no, I'm not looking for the sneak attack. I'm looking for the +2 bonus on attacking. But
I mean, you'll get a vertical charge.
oh no, if you let me, Kelvis is essentially going to jump down the hole and attempt to grapple it on the way down. Because we learnt before that her armor hurts this thing, so it must be able to have physical contact with it. So she's just going to jump in the hole, open arms out, and just try to, like, bear hug it on the way down.
Question,
Okay.
does you actually falling matter? I'm sure it's not going to take fall damage.
You can make a charging grapple at it. I'll give you a +3 in total, 1 from height and 2 from charge.
1 from height, 2 from charge, and I'm switching my blessing over to the attack bonus, so a total of +5.
Onto a grapple check.
Onto a grapple check. Gonna end so badly, I know
it'll
it
probably
is.
also grab you on the way down, so this could get ugly.
Oh yeah, it completely is going to. What was the
I'm just thinking that, like, okay, so you grab onto it, like, what's gonna stop it from just basically slowly disintegrating you with its touch?
the fact that
the
I'm
armor.
slowly disintegrating it with my touch at the same time.
So you're basically just hoping you win a DPS race.
Maybe. I have not thought this very far ahead, I just thought it was a hilarious idea.
I mean, there's also artillery support from Adeline, so that's something.
Yeah. And
I just wanted to,
and if
point out a possible flaw.
And if I manage to get it holding relatively still, Cadme can fly down here and do her weird haunt thing.
True.
24, do I want to spend stamina on this? I think I do. Because
Yes.
I do
I
not
would,
want
yeah.
this to fail. How
Yeah,
many?
I
How
would say
much?
just
How much could
fucking-
I spend at once?
Maximum 5.
Maximum 5. I spend 5 on it. That's 29 CMB to grapple.
Perhaps a bit overkill.
There is a golden glow as Kara's falls. As firstly, the spiritual energy begins to burn up, touching the armor. Equally, though, Kelris, you're not going to like this land.
Oh no, I'm not.
No, she'll be fine, because guess what? Adeline's going to throw an arm out and say, "Hey, Wind, grab her!" And
No.
cast Featherfall on her.
No.
Why?
Because I'm hoping
It's
the goat.
incorporeal still.
Yeah,
Just because you can touch it doesn't mean it's going to touch the ground. that you hit.
I guess. Okay.
So no, Adeline's going to.
If you can
going to
immediate
Featherfall
action
you.
that, then okay.
Yeah, Featherfall's an immediate action, and I've got a spell-like ability, so boop.
Okay.
Wind's got
I,
you,
I,
Doris.
I won't just slam it into the ground then.
If anything, that would knock the wind out of you, make you lose the grapple because it falls through the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping because I've effectively bear hugged it, it can't just slip away because it can't get through my arms and shit to get away.
Yeah, make a fort save.
Oh god, this was such a bad idea. 21.
You'll take half of this.
Oh, Jesus. That's 13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Cadme turns around and just goes wide-eyed. It's like, what the hell?
Garrus is doing dumb things again.
And I'll let you roll your damage against it. 13d4.
13d4. 36.
Oh. You rolled high on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bucket of caltrops. Congratulations.
This was such a dumb idea and I love it.
The Poltergob is going to ignore Estufa. It's charging down at Kilris. Which also, one moment. Oh, we've moved Kilris over to the right. Kilris,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get bopped on the head by a skull.
Yes, I am.
Headbutt.
That's 22 versus AC.
It.
You take 5 damage and make a will save.
Oh god, will saves. Oh god. Where's my will save gone? 10.
You take 4 int damage as it slams into you.
Oh, I do not have the int to spare.
Bashing skulls of this thing. No, it doesn't have brains to lose, you do.
Oh god.
The poltergeists are not very happy of you attacking them. Well, attacking their
Oh
controller.
dear.
Cadme, there's Karis at 30 feet down, being attacked by a poltergob and a phantom.
Probably want to go down there and get him.
Get
there.
jumping down the hole.
Is this a downwards charge for you?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you planning on doing?
I'm.
I mean, you can also basically 5-foot step, free action, full 30 feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And since you have a fly speed, you can slow your fall.
Which means you can basically drop 30 feet as a free action. So, So congrats.
Okay.
This battlefield has got a little bit meta going outside of it.
As you land next to Kelvis, who is just glowing gold and sparking.
Also being headbutted by a skull.
Yeah.
You know, Kelris, I kind of wish you had bear hugged it and suplexed it here.
I didn't know how much I could get away with here, considering I have none of the grapple feats of anything, and
I mean-
normally you cannot grapple mid-fall.
I mean, technically, next round you can try to suplex it.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically next
I'm just
round
gonna
I could try and
poke it.
subdue it.
I guess.
What are you doing?
I'm poking it.
Punch channeler?
Yeah.
Because either that or punch it with the gauntlet.
I'm even going to spend stamina on that. I'm going to spend
It is grappled, so it takes penalties to AC.
5. It's an 11, I know, but 5.
You barely hit.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. A lot of its AC is actually thick charisma, so.
Charisma is deflection.
Do I still take grapple penalties, seeing as I'm the grapple controller?
You do.
Right, I'll turn that
Both
on
of you
then.
have the grapple
Damage.
condition.
That is fine.
It takes damage, yes.
I will ask the question: Is this what? Is this what your level would want? Let us help. Calm down, relax.
Chopra?
I don't see it as a question more than a statement.
Is this what your level would want? Is my question. I know it sounds rhetorical, but Cadby's asking it as an actual question.
It replies in an internally pained groan. That's its answer.
Okay, so that's a no. Johnny, come on. and
Yuri.
and its action, it needs to make a will save, please.
Oh, okay. 23.
Yeah. No.
Yuri, you're grappling a helmet.
Yeah, she is. So, Yuri is going to maintain the grapple.
If she succeeds, you can bash against the wall for damage.
She gets +5 to this because she's grappling, so. Oh, +2. Never mind, so. 28. She's not going to bash, she's actually going to pin.
Then she just sits on the helmet.
Yeah, she's basically playing with it like a ball.
Adley?
Adeline's going to take another shot at the thing.
Blood rushing to your head as you... on the bright side, higher ground.
Don't worry, I'm up here. I can see it still.
Yeah, so can
Actually,
I.
she's going to stop climbing. She's just going to climb up and lay down, prone, and look down and shoot.
That will take a move action.
That's fine. I don't need my move action.
But you're no longer flat-footed because you're no longer climbing, so...
Exactly, yeah. And size. Spend another 100 trick for more size. And dunk!
Ooh.
A lot of damage.
God damn it! Why is it that every time I roll my battle strike, it's always exactly the same as the D10?
I mean, the good news for it is taking less damage because it's incorporeal. Well, actually, not from your attack.
no,
In this
no,
case,
it's not. No salt. Yeah,
From regular attacks, it would be.
it would be, but not now.
Sadly, no one's using regular attacks yet. Hestia, plant a bubble beam.
I'm delaying until after Sutha.
Okay. Sword. Sword is dead.
Huh. Well, you know.
It sounds like fun's going on downstairs.
Amaya just heard cries of, Chaos is doing dumb things again, and then everyone piled downstairs.
Yeah, but you know what there is right in front of me? There's some polterboos. You know what I can do, since I don't need to move anywhere? That's right, I can spell combat. Guess what I'm going to be doing?
Drink and stash.
No. So, first we're going to open up with my weapon attacks. Because fuck this thing in particular. And please tell me that was enough to smash that fucking thing.
Yes, because it was already damaged.
Cool. Now, as for spells, I am going to go ahead. Oh wait, no, I don't have that prepared today. Fuck. I guess I could just cast shield.
Unless you have any more beneficial buffs.
Not really. So I don't have line of sight on the thing, so I can't just magic missile it.
Nope.
No line of sight right now. So.
Yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
Start moving towards a hole.
I full attacked.
Estufa?
Right, so last I saw it, Garrus jumped down over there.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably assume they went down a straight line. So, Dimension Door, Hestia to get. Well, before we do that, Garrus gonna cast Vanish on Hestia. Might as well
Oh.
give her a little buff. And then Dimension Door next to him. So.
We all came up here to summon the creature and then are promptly abandoned up there.
Question though? Does Hestia have magical claw?
I think so.
Hestia has magic.
Okay, good. Okay,
Oh yeah, no, I
good.
do. I have magic thing from the collar.
Where did I
Okay.
go?
You went
So,
with Hestia.
Yeah, but I just disappeared.
No, you're right there. Top
So
right.
I'll just refresh. Yes, there you go, Hestia. And that's my turn.
I wonder if this thing likes full attack.
Hestia?
Yeah, I'm gonna full attack it.
Are you going to use the blessing for an extra attack?
Yes. Do I get to choose my extra attack as well? I'm assuming.
You do.
Okay. So you know. I'm not gonna stamina. I'm not gonna get enough for it.
I mean, it is grappled. It should be a lot easier to hit right now.
Well, how many stamina can I pump into something in one round? Is it 5?
5.
5.
I'm just gonna pump all 5 into that 11 then, and see if it hits.
I don't know if a 16 would still hit.
That's
but
why I wasn't sure.
We'll see.
You've been invisible for one hit. I can't actually.
Oh
see
yeah, I'm
you.
also invisible. So.
Yeah, but most of its armor is deflection.
Yeah, unfortunately, still does not hit.
Okay. That's fine. I have plenty of stamina.
So jealous.
Fever? It got very quiet up here all of a sudden.
Okay, bye, Hestia.
You can always peer. You can peer down any of the holes to see the fight, though.
I'm gonna go over to the big hole. Makes no sense. Wait, yeah, it is big hole. Yeah. Is that helmet dead?
It's pinned.
And okay. Do
It's
we
been-
want
it's
it dead?
I mean, it's being sat on right now by Yuri. I think it's not so dangerous anymore.
Okay. I'm just gonna use Blessing of Forever to move to it, get the double movement.
There is still a living Poltergob and the Phantom.
There's
No.
the gob's downstairs though.
And the gob's down.
I can't really see. Can I see? Kind of.
You can.
Can I see the gob enough?
You can.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw a snowball at it then.
No. When it said you get a +2 bonus on the grapple check, when you roll C and B, that's to counter the penalties of being grappled.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Because you don't take grapple penalties on grappling.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty sure that hits.
Yes.
Phew.
The Poltergob is suddenly very cold.
Probably very dead. I'm just getting rid of the problem before it becomes a problem.
Helmet tried to escape the grasp.
Oh, that cat, right. Reese.
You guys okay?
I'm kind of burning, but I'm good. Advice would be nice. Or whatever else you can provide.
Okay, Reese, do your best, honey. We're trying to handle it down here. Oh God, counter us!
Take this! Reese is going to throw his lance down to the bottom, casting Good Hope as an impact.
I will take it.
So all of you guys down here get Good Hope.
Nice.
I will fucking take it.
Also, you have my weapon, so, be careful.
I make
Yeah,
no promises.
Hestia will wield it in her mouth.
Oh god, now she's got a spear attack.
Keep them coming.
Remember, it's a magical spear as well.
And it
true.
has reach.
It's true. Oh no god, Hestia now has extra reach. She now goes 15-foot attack with that.
There is no escape.
I'm just saying, in a few more levels, that becomes holy as well. So
Beautiful.
we still need to have the holy charge in the back of Hestia. The Phantom is not happy.
Nope.
The Phantom is suddenly going to unfold its appearance and turn into this most horrifying monster you've ever seen.
No.
Grotesque collection of skulls, like organs beating and pulsating in ways that shouldn't be. Your own face is twisted in agony upon its appearance as it tries to horrify all of you.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Everybody who can see it.
I close my eyes.
Too late. Everybody who sees it takes 5 points of damage. And must make a fortitude save.
Oh,
fortitude
fort.
save. Well,
Oh.
Okay.
Good
Is
thing
this
you
a
have
fear
good
effect?
hope.
This is not a fear effect.
Dang it. Oh well. It's still better than a will saves.
Oh, thank God.
You know what?
Alright,
I'm
Hestia.
going to spend a hero point and reroll that.
Did y'all remember about good hope?
Yep.
Well, those at the bottom of the pit at least.
There we go. That's better. Fort save.
I suppose a good question is, can I just pass this back on to him? It's technically a creature, not an object.
Yeah, it is a creature now, so you can.
Yes!
No auto pass its save.
Scared to roll my fort on Shiva. Okay. Could be worse.
don't know
Does
if
your,
you know.
does your effect work compulsion? Because technically the damage is part of this effect.
It's any fortitude save.
I guess technically yes.
In which case, I'm just gonna pass off the full effects to it and ignore my save.
Everybody who fails a DC. One moment. DC 17.
Oh, thank God.
Adeline, Reese,
I did not. I
Shiva.
rerolled.
Oh, you rerolled.
So Reese.
Shiva met it.
It's fine.
It,
You met it.
it always confuses me how sometimes meeting it works, sometimes it doesn't.
No, meeting it always succeeds.
Yeah, meeting always beats the DC.
Yeah, but then on attacks it doesn't, and yeah.
AC is a good
Yeah.
way to think about it. It's AC.
Point is, it confuses me. Let's continue.
Anyway. Reese, at least, takes 1d4 points of int damage.
Oof.
And 1d4 points of charisma.
Ooh.
Oof. Yeah.
Ow.
Ooh, if this is going back to it.
Which it's immune to.
Oh,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Technically, though, it's not immune to its own 2d10 damage.
Ah.
Sucker.
So, because that doesn't matter if you pass or fail the save. So, auto succeeding doesn't help him. Karis, you're grappling it.
Yes.
Do you wish to suplex the ghost?
When does it take more damage from touching my armor?
After you've potentially suplexed the ghost.
Right.
Or failed to suplex the ghost, depending.
Kelvis is basically like shifting her grip on it, trying to keep hold of something that normally she cannot touch, and it's a really weird sensation. And she's sort of shouting at it, "Calm down, we're trying to help, just listen to Cadme!" And she's going to attempt to pin the phantom.
No one will suplex it?
I really need to pin it, I think.
Regardless, you have to make a grapple check to maintain the grapple.
Yes. What do I get on this?
Plus 5, and you ignore the penalties, so plus 7.
Plus 7?
Yes.
Okay, plus 7 and then plus 2 from blessing, so plus 9 total.
Yep.
I will spend 1 stamina to bring that up to 20. And pray that's enough.
Did you include the plus 7 in that, then?
Yes. I rolled horribly.
That is not enough.
Crap.
As the ghost breaks free.
Crap. I mean, technically I wouldn't be flanking for any more bonuses with anyone, would I?
You have a hero point? You could
That-
hero point.
That also used up your standard action.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of modifiers I can add onto it to make it a success.
No.
I could hero point, but I only have 2 at the moment, and I may need them to survive.
Yeah, I'd hold on to them.
That's probably better.
I don't have anything, do I? Because I've already got everything activated.
I can entangle it.
I know, but it was glorious. I was doing stupid damage to it, and it was making it so easy for everyone else to do
know.
things to it.
Hey, you got one really cool thing done. That's
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Oh.
The shit
it's
ton
now
of
it-
damage.
Yeah, now it's down there surrounded by everyone, and Adeline can tangle it
Hang on.
anytime soon.
Let me just... No, yeah. Okay.
Cadme?
Yep. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Poke.
No punching at the gauntlet, just poke.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt the pokage. So you probably should have made an attack macro at this point for it.
I should probably have one.
This might become a more common thing in the future for you to be rolling. So
Yeah.
go, give me damage.
There we go.
as the phantom suddenly just breaks apart into pieces.
Shit. Is that it?
What is the origin of your curse?
It cannot answer at the moment.
It can always answer.
It's been temporarily dissipated.
It's not. It's because the reason I say this is because it can allow, because part of me doing this, it's not me destroying it. It's channeling a bit of it into me and getting the answer.
Cadme is
So,
literally stealing
part
the
of
memories.
part of the damage is me asking the question.
What question are you asking?
Where is the source of the curse, or where's the source of the blight?
I don't know. However, it will vanish. And the others will just see like a shadowy figure just kind of floating above the fire.
No.
Just floating in pain.
Cadme, it's over the fire.
Okay.
Combat ends, however, as it's unable to finish. It's, it kind of takes a while to rejuvenate.
Kel is just like, God damn it! I almost had it.
Hey, you held it.
Oh, you did,
Just right,
did
you
it.
held it
did
until, like, literally held until the very last second.
Oh,
help Kellis up.
this burns so much now.
Oh dear.
She sort of staggers to
Oh.
her feet.
Yeah, I help Kellis up.
I'm presuming anyone who like gets close to the armor right now can feel heat radiating off it.
Yeah. Currently, I'd probably say its temperature right now is about like 50 degrees.
Yeah, this thing heats up as it absorbs magic to the point where it will damage me through heat damage.
And in fairness, right now, you're pretty sure Reese's lance is causing it to heat up further because it's trying to pour magic into you.
Yeah, Kellis is going to back away from like everything that radiates magic and
Yeah,
try to
no,
cool
like-
off.
You should reasonably have heat stroke right now.
I mean, she's only had it for about like 20 seconds, but
Yeah.
Okay,
Cadme's
have you ever been in 50-degree weather, Dark?
Yeah, for 6 seconds.
Yeah, I was only in contact with it for at most a round and a half, so that's like 9 seconds. It's not been long enough to affect me that badly with the heat yet.
But now, party gets a choice. The Phantom is here, and it will keep rejuvenating if it's given enough time. It's vulnerable, though. You could destroy it. Just outright. Positive energy, blast it to oblivion.
Sounds good to me.
No.
Or
That destroys the soul.
you could try to free it from its eternal curse.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, I personally say we should try and free it a little bit.
Hi,
After all,
Charlie.
we know some of the stuff that happened.
Maya, could you put out the fire?
Maya just stands there.
Yes, please.
I don't think actually putting out the fire is a good idea. It's the only thing.
Okay, fine.
Otherwise, the entire place turns back to pitch black darkness. You won't be able to find it.
Fair. Charlie, I'm sorry, but this is yours? I hold out the amulet to him.
It contorts in pain to present it.
I know, it's hard to look at, but it's not. This isn't you. You know that, right? I mean, you did a lot of bad things, and it's terrible, but you can move past it. And I have seen many spirits like you, but you can't let whatever curses befalled you define you. It's an affliction. You've been here for so long. I can't ask you to completely let go and forgive yourself, but I can ask you to be strong. You gave up fighting many years ago, but I'm asking you to try again.
Academy. You feel like A little something inside of you is trying to influence what you're doing.
Sure.
Telling
You're
you to
letting-
kill, eat.
It will then take its action to convert what you're saying from simple words to hypnosis.
Okay.
It's going to try and hypnotize the ghost on your behalf.
That works, yeah.
Please roll diplomacy for hypnosis.
Is forcing it to free itself really freeing itself?
Yes. Because hypnosis only allows you to do things that you're already willing to do or able to do. I can't force the Tarrasque to love. It has no love.
Hey. The Tarrasque has love,
You can, however, force the trash to dance.
just doesn't love you.
No, it doesn't love anything. It's literally a world-destroying monster.
30. It's a ghosty.
It loves Mrs. Tarrasque.
There is no Mrs. Trask. It's literally a one-of-a-kind creature in existence.
Oh, it did love her, and then some mean adventurers came along and killed her.
How does it kill an immortal creature that cannot be killed?
Oh, there is many ways.
The point is only one Trask has ever existed, and one Trask will ever exist. Hopefully.
Maybe
30, it's a ghosty.
maybe Mrs. Tarrasque is invisible.
You try to hypnotize the ghost, admittedly under the influence.
Of another ghost.
Yes. It just kind of almost looks like it gives up. Kind of almost like someone just falling to their knees.
I know it is hard. But people here are ready to let go. They've suffered enough pain. You've suffered enough pain.
You suddenly hear a loud crack from the orb Adeline's carrying.
Eh.
As the entire thing seems to just break down and shatter into tons of little shards.
Oh, well,
As you just see a vortex of spirits fly out of all the windows and escape.
bye, spirits.
The phantom just kind of sits there. As you suddenly see just small parts that start to break apart, almost like seeing embers fall off a fire. It just starts dissolving away.
I'm gonna reach into the fire. This is gonna hurt. And I'm gonna pat it I'm gonna pat its cheek and say, "It's time to rest. You'll be okay."
That's less than you think, actually, because stone is actually pretty insulating.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
As Cadme does this and the spirit starts breaking away, Karis will actually offer up one more prayer, asking Kind to watch over the spirit's travels and guide them to a better afterlife.
What D100, Karis?
Oh god.
Takes cover.
88!
Pairs
I don't know,
pretty
she's got the-
high, so-
Got the crazy.
In the spirit's few final moments as it's burning and breaking apart, the last few essences of it almost seem to turn to this brilliant blue glow as it fades away. The last shreds of purity perhaps left in it, glowing and escaping. Some part maybe surviving, instead of being just outright destroyed. Hopefully to go to somewhere better.
And then they turn black and lance around and kill us all.
And also at that, Cadme will place a hand on her chest and draw out the spirit that she's containing within her.
It escapes, so you see it immediately fade itself into the ether, turning itself invisible. It's not going to be seen by the others. But it's no longer bound, so that's good.
We'll clean up your lab for you.
Well then.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Well, Cadme does.
Oh, okay. That's
Cadme almost gets this feeling run over of, don't worry.
okay.
Does the tower feel like less
I mean, there's no longer a
Possessed.
heartbeat or a malevolent presence. It just feels like an old building. now.
Okay, as soon as that feeling washes over, Kelvis just starts taking off the armor. She needs to cool down.
Oh yeah, actually, whenever the fire went out, did the room go back to being super dark? I assume not. Okay, good.
Actually, there's now sunlight kind of shining in through the windows. At least, well, actually, more like the sunset at the current time, shining in through the windows.
Oh dear, it's already
You
sunset.
said one of the windows were broken?
Yeah, this one over here is broken. But
Cool. Amaya's gonna come over here and just start basically just like placing down like raven's feathers in the windowsill.
that sunset light is shining in. Don't think you didn't feel like you were here that long.
Yeah, the day's already gone.
It can be hard to keep track of time when dealing with spirits.
Yeah, I know.
But this place has been purified.
I'm very tired.
Well, good, because we're gonna go back down. We're gonna sleep.
You're not the only one.
Okay, so that made me feel a lot better about things.
Uh-huh.
Listen, guys, you can do things other than destroy.
Okay, Cat. No, goodbye.
It
Istafin just walks away down the stairs.
was a joke.
I don't believe that.
All right, let's head on down.
Also, the general map is back on the back available for the should be in a second. There you go, back available to look at the top left.
Yay.
Hey, Dark, you said it was 30 feet down to the next level?
Yeah.
Yeah, from top floor to next level, it's 30 feet, then another 30 feet, then 40 feet.
Adeline's going to drop down in front of Estutha.
Amaya's just going to jump out this window and featherfall.
Cadme's gonna look for loot in the top floor and sort of perusing the various things that may have been left behind, because she's curious about the history of this place.
Kelvis is basically going to stick with Cadme while she rests, but she's not really doing anything. She's just sitting there watching.
Reese will unsummon his armor.
Actually, yeah, that is
Fade
a
it.
point. I should look for loot and not just jump out the window.
On the other hand, snow! You can jump into the snow.
Oh my god, Kelvis wants to jump into the snow. But she
Do
can't.
you want to
You-
jump
you
out the
are-
window into the snow? I can featherfall you.
No.
Okay, well then just come here. I can hit you with snow.
No, I'm just going to sit here and
It'll be
try.
non-lethal.
I'm just going to
And-
sit here and try to not die.
And we'll end the scene here as Amara insistently tries to cool down Kelros with.
Oh no, it's a frostbite spell with rhyme on it. She would be a frosty cat.
I mean, it would be cooling.
It's non-lethal cold damage, and you'd be entangled with cold.
And yet I'd still be burning up.
But we'll end the session there. Congratulations, you have purified the tower. It's become a beacon of purity. Out here.
Woo!
Also, for once, we just finished a session before we usually do.
It's like,
Oh yeah, you're right.
We have 3 minutes spare.
Yes. We didn't go over time.
yes, you succeeded. Congratulations.
Edie.
There were two outcomes, there, of course. You could have destroyed or purified. Both had benefits. Both had issues. One of them was harder than the other in fairness as well.
Uh-huh.
I grappled a ghost.
Yeah, we didn't have many clues. And the reason we could verify it is that because of clues.
Yeah, you could have summoned it on just 5 clues, but you needed all 7 to be able to purify. So you don't have to understand a ghost to summon it. You do to speak with it, though.
Let's go again. Ujo board.
That's just a really bad idea. That's just bad. That's just bad voodoo most of the time.
It's owned by Hasbro. What's the worst that could go wrong?
But yes, I'll go over any loot in the tower. Between sessions, I'll post a list. But you have succeeded, Team PC.
Hooray, we did the thing. Now to
Next
get back
time,
to general.
next time you can go back to looking for the general.
I'm so glad that A, I finally got to use that anti-nausea potion I've been carrying around forever, and B, I finally got a really good use out of that armor. Finally.
Yeah, no, I'm proud of someone in the party actually using a consumable item other than Adeline.
I've had that potion literally as long as I've had this armor. That's how long I've been carrying it. Because I got them in the same sort of adventure.
But yeah, mission success.
Ta-da!